it's been long enough for a function that is not working because I took myself too late with Hero. So, welcome to tonight's episode of Epic Fail, where you can see our Call of the Netherdeep crew fully there to the probably what's going to be my last game before the new year coming for 2023. So, let's see if thank you for your patience and waiting for us because we were trying to make something work, and we will make it work for 2023, not today. So, why my music is now dead? I would like to have you back, please. Okay, he's there. So, who would like to recap last game?
I could do it. I have notes.
I also have notes.
We can compliment each other.
All right, so if you do, you will be able to give a D4 to any of your comments.
So, okay. I don't know why I wrote Consortium of the Vermilion Dream, like, right off the bat.
Because we got the name wrong so many times.
That's probably why. Okay, so questions. Infiltrators tried to find the elf woman Aloysia, but didn't. And then we learned that the Cobalt Salt wants to hire us, which is surprising considering we're disasters. So we went to the Cobalt Soul. We followed question there because her employer, wanted to talk to us. There, when we got in, there was like a man with a group of like lesser ranking people. That was the High Curator. His name is Jamil Alithia. I might not be pronouncing that correctly, but eh.
The guy who questioned
like
Fangirl.
Boy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let me show the hot boy.
Hot boy.
We all know Squish Squash just wanted him for his clothes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
100%. Those clothes are pretty swanky.
But then we were brought up one level to meet Question's boss, who was a gray half-orc by the name of Uwu.
That's what I wrote down.
Yeah, I know,
Uwu.
right? Uwu.
Uwu?
No, it was Iwo Zalar. I can't even read my own hand.
Zali.
So he offers us a job. He tells us that a prospective apprentice to the Cobalt Soul might be a cultist of Zahir, a serpent betrayer god, and he wants us to follow him back to his home to figure out why he's an Ankarel and why he wants to join the Cobalt Soul. So, we end up identifying this person outside. He's, like pale with a bunch of piercings. Is that the right guy? Anyway.
Yep.
Who starts
Yep.
leaving on a cart. So, I gave chase on foot while the rest of the party caught up on another cart. But then, like, Squish and Timber on horse form caught up with me, and then that was a whole sequence of things. Indiana Jones worthy, if you ask me. We end up catching up to the guy, and we kind of like corner him while there's like guards approaching. He tried stabbing me at some point. This is all my notes are very confusing at this point.
You transform into your shadow, and
Yeah.
He
He
stab
tried
the Echo.
stabbing my Echo. That's right.
because it was weird that being a shadow following him into the streets.
Nothing weird with that. Okay, and then once we corner him and catch up with him, he tells the party that he's on the run from assassins who are after his fancy staff, and that he was from the Cerberus Assembly, and he fled the assembly with the fancy staff. In the meantime, Timber turned into a giant spider to distract the guards, and I bullshit them about Patricia the spider, who is in fact Timber, because I love my pet spider Patricia. The guards didn't fucking buy it, but joke's on them. I actually do have a giant pet spider named Patricia, who is actually Timber. Anyway, so we report back to the Cobalt Reserve. We hand off the cultist to the authorities, and Uwu gives us a sending stone. The end.
Ooh, gives us a sending stone.
Yes.
Good. All right. Let me put my gelatinous cube on my mic so everything's gonna be fine. Because I have a advanced calendar from D&D that's been
That
sent
is
from
so
one of my
cute.
players. So I received like a magnet of gelatinous cube. So
It's really
stuck on the mic. Let's go. It fits, right?
Yes.
So, Harry,
Hi.
to who will you give you your
Yeah, because I
D4?
already have one, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Who's your favorite?
I'm gonna roll a d4 myself.
Oh, well, you could roll a D5 for me too if you'd like.
No.
Shame a D5 is not a thing.
Okay. All of my dice
In Foundry,
are,
it is.
all the way over there. So I'm
You
just
can
gonna
do
it.
/R
Yeah.
space
Okay,
1D5.
so
and it
1,
does.
2, 3, 4.
That sounds complicated.
So
Here,
that's
I
a
just
3.
rolled a-
So it goes to Bricks.
I just rolled a D1, a D69.
Timber.
69. Nice.
Oh.
Careful.
Yeah, Bricks gets the d4.
Because as our oddities members are saying, usually have safe sex, so
It's important.
it's important.
It is. Or
If you're into
you
that,
could just not have sex, because if you have sex, you will die.
you will get pregnant and you will die.
Are we in the United States? No.
It's the Mean Girls
The
reference.
best contraception is abstinence.
Oh god, it's true. And me, I didn't watch a lot of Mean Girls thing.
How have you not watched it 50 million times? It is a generation. That's it. It's everything. Literally.
I'm old, okay.
Same.
Not that it
Also-
came out in like 2005. Okay, you weren't that old back then.
I was like in end of high school.
Yeah, it's age appropriate.
It really would have been. I watched it way too young. And that's
Fine.
why I am who I am.
So, for tonight, you were going. You were out of the Temple of the Mentor, the place where you've been with Iwo, the actual boss of question. Ooh. Yeah, for. Ooh. No.
You're
Sorry,
the one
Xander,
who
broke
did
you.
Oh my god. I hate
What?
this. I'm leaving.
So, you were back at, well, would you like to go back home? Would you like to explore the city a bit? Because you
It's
did
like
all
noon,
that
right?
in a single freaking morning.
Yeah. I think Squish Squash. I'll switch to Andrew. Squish Squash, didn't we want to go and shop for clothing or something?
Yeah, I think, something less tattered and scrappy would be great.
I mean, if you've got the money for it, I'm sure we can find our way over to some kind of merchant's district or
The thing is
something.
that there was some here. Also, I have money.
Great. What about you guys? Timber, Mother Bowen.
I'm okay with my shirt.
Did you want to
Shouldn't you
shop
get
for
some
anything
pants?
though?
The shirt's barely long enough, you know? Just
I
saying.
mean, you did grow a little bit.
Sure.
You can get some spiffy new clothes to go with that spiffy new staff.
Okay. I don't have a lot of money though.
Clothes aren't expensive. I can probably get you covered for that.
All right, and
you
I
owe me.
I guess we'll be able to find some food. I'm getting hungry. So
Well, before going to shop or else, what are the next steps? Are we stuck
Uh,
in the city for days, or are we having to travel again later?
we're here for a while because we're gonna be getting from Mr. Uwu. He's gonna give us another mission. I think Andy has the sending stone.
Yep, it's right here. I think
Maybe put it in
didn't
your
we
pocket.
want to check the university and see what Prolix is up to as well? I think
Yeah.
that we mentioned that.
So we're probably gonna be here since they have to still find the bitch.
Sounds like a plan.
So we might as well get things out of it while we wait.
Also, Bricks, you got a D4. I gave it to you.
Excellent.
Just letting you know, in case you're not keeping an eye out on the Twitch stream.
And
What
thanks
fourth
to
wall?
and thanks to Ogan, because Timber is actually having a D4 also. And I didn't say it out loud because we were launching the game, but thank you, Marilyn, for the sub.
Yeah. So sorry. Didn't mean to break the fourth wall, but
What's the fourth wall?
What wall?
That
one.
this.
That looks like a house.
Yeah, exactly. It's got walls. It's got 4 of them. So
Actually, it looks like 6 walls. They have a little shed.
1, 2, 3.
I guess that would be 9.
Yeah.
Oh, 7. 7 walls.
I guess I could go the shopping with you. It's hard to shop for something when you don't really know what you're gonna need.
Well, I mean, maybe since we did make a bit of money, maybe you can get something you want, not that you need. Like treat yourself, like a nice piece of jewelry, maybe like a horn decoration, something.
You can see it seems like to be a new concept to Motherboard. She's like,
Yeah. Sometimes it's nice to just decorate yourself with pretty things. Like my dagger. This is mine.
It is good to,
you
always
mean
look good.
treating my body like a temple?
Yeah, pretty much. You're used to that, being a religious woman.
Exactly.
I defecated in a temple once.
Why does that not surprise me?
Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
You can just like, like the look, the mom
She's
look.
giving you the
like-
mom look.
Well-
She's not saying a thing though, but
It was some I don't know. There was just a bunch of us there. We used the bathroom, and we were kind of out on a
tell
hunt.
me,
I don't remember where we were.
At least a betrayer god temple.
Yes.
When you say betrayer god temple, there's people in the street that what the hell is he talking about? They just turn heads.
It's just a LARP thing, guys. Don't look at us weird.
But yeah,
Alright.
so...
I really just want to keep on trying the local cuisine, so we could start heading there. We'll see.
Do we
Got
eat
time,
first?
though.
All this running. The guy was pretty annoying.
Yeah, he really
Ah.
was.
Yeah, it did work up an appetite. A lot of hard work.
Hungry.
Standing
Do you
there
think
doing
this
nothing.
place has nice fruits?
Probably.
Sure it does.
Certainly hope so.
It's been a while since I had fruits.
Wow.
Yeah. I guess we just ask a guard where things are.
Seems as good a plan as any.
Okay. Just walk up to a guard. Or someone who looks like a guard. I'm sure there's plenty around.
And there's a fire genasi that is one of the guard talking with an Afor. He's like, yes, what can I do for you?
Hi. So we're looking for a place with good food, apparently good fruit, and clothing stores.
Okay. I would like to. You should avoid the Sand Owl district. It's mostly where all of our military is centered. Well, if you'd like for a tournament, there's the Ball of Judgment that is made for warriors, made into legends, if I can say so. But
Oh?
The stand.
if you want, you said buy some stuff, right?
Food and clothing, yeah.
The
Like,
Sun
place for
Cut
dinner.
Bazaar is not so bad itself. It's a bit tricky. Watch your pockets over there, but should pretty be safe. If you'd like, there's a casino. I don't know if you're into that kind of stuff. Also into the Sun Cut Bazaar. Let me check out what's in the River District already. Hey, he just calls up to his man. Well, there's the Oldman Croc's Bakery, but he doesn't do a lot of good stuff anyway. Last time
It's
I
not
tried.
the crime one.
What do you think about Crime One?
I mean, there's no way he has that bad of food and is that successful. Come on.
It is suspicious.
Yeah, are you saying that they are doing some underworld thing? You got some street
it's
marks in
pretty-
there?
I mean, it's pretty obvious. Someone's not making money, yet they're somehow loaded.
Well, there's
Maybe
a
they
lot of
got rich
bakery around
family.
too. We'll keep an eye out. Thanks for the tip.
Okay.
Write that
thought it was
down.
obvious. I thought it was pretty obvious to like everyone.
Well, even if you sell is good, even if it doesn't taste good, a lot of people needs to eat, you know. So you don't sell it expensive. It's not expensive, also. But anyway, the Opalite Forum. It's the entertainment square. Probably you could find some good food over there.
Sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to worry about cut purses as well. That's a plus.
Yeah,
That would be nice.
Yeah, we have a bit more dispatch, if I can say so. And if you go at night, it's like there's crowds of like writers that want to reading their latest works aloud and occasion engaging. You can do like there's duels of poetisms and wits in there.
Oh, never
Hello,
mind.
Connor.
I thought duels were we fought physically.
Well, that would be in the center where the Bowl of Judgment. I said so a bit earlier.
Interesting. I'll make note of that if maybe I could check that out later.
The entry fee is 20 gold piece. But if you win, well, it's mostly when you're yielding or falling unconscious. Death is a possible outcome for the Battle of Judgment.
For my opponent.
Yes,
Sure, Andy.
I see we have a badass over here, but you can seek out Sheed Kalter. He's the orc who's taking the ringmaster of the ball.
Sheik Alter?
Sheed.
Sheed.
Sheed Kalter. With a C.
Right. At the Sand Herald is what you said.
Is it,
Senderal District, yes.
is it the same person that takes the entry for the wits duels?
It's not the same district, ma'am.
I see.
And clothing stores?
Clothing stores, well, in the Suncut Bazaar, there's a lot of different merchants you can find out there. Next to the casino, there's the Mystique Pursuit for any arcane shop or anything magical related.
Oh, that might interest you, Bricks.
Arcane Pursuit, you say?
The Mystique Pursuit, yes.
Oh, the Mystique.
They tend themselves to be an arcane shop. They have a couple of jewelries, gems, rings, and
Ah, see, Mother Bowen? I'm sure you'd be able to find something there if you wanted to treat yourself.
Something of great power, perhaps.
And behave, because in his store there's something invisible that is guarding inside.
Ooh, fancy.
We actually don't have a lot of job when people try to steal from his place because they're already beat up a bit.
Huh.
Where would be the fruit market?
The fruit. It would be by the river district where most of the agriculture is done. There is some pier over there that are mostly exquisite. There's some agave that are pretty good. But except that, deserts.
Okay.
We have some berries from here and there, but oases are more tend to have other things. They're going more for vegetables and stuff than fruits, but you can try.
Okay, thank you. I'll flick him a silver coin.
Oh, look at that. That's my dashing smile as I look at his partner.
Keep telling yourself that.
I will. So, you're walking towards which district?
I mean, if we're hungry, should we probably go to the river district first?
I
Sure
totally
thing,
agree
yeah.
with you about this one.
Yeah, that whole running after the carriage thing really opens up an appetite.
Absolutely. Let's get some chow.
You're saying this right in front of Mother Bowen? That's rude.
I said chow.
Yes.
Mhm.
I get Mother Bowen to look. Does she look like insulted or anything?
Oh, she's not phased at all. She's like,
Oh, okay.
oh, it's pretty out there.
Okay. As long as she's not bothered.
The biggest sweat drop on Squish's head. Just- So, we'll make our way through.
Make my way.
Making my way downtown.
Walking fast.
I'm homebound. Sorry.
Okay.
So, with all that, you go to the river district in, like you've been earlier, because that's where the harried mongoose is. That's where you're living.
now.
Let me move. What, for now?
Do we want to go back there, or do we want to try to find somewhere new to eat?
Somewhere new. Obviously. We should try multiple things while we're here.
I want to try the street food.
So
I
with
couldn't
all the
just be a
explanation,
villager.
mostly of the, how can I say, where was the district? The Suncut Bazaar would actually be the right place for street food.
Yes.
Oh,
Later then.
Pupper.
We can go there for dinner.
I mean, we got to go there anyway first to look for clothes and things, so we can do that after.
I also kind of want to check out that tournament at some point. Sounds fun.
Bashing calls of people.
Of course you would find that fun.
Well, yeah, I mean, working up a good sweat, that's always fun.
Sure.
Of course, you doubt it. Look at you, you're so small.
And I've taken down creatures 4 or 5 times bigger than me.
I have as well.
Would you prefer the wits jewel? Squish, maybe?
The what?
A jewel of wits, 'It's, 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 'It's,
Honestly, no, I'm tired. I want to eat. I want to go shop and relax. Y'all just want to keep doing things.
Yeah.
I said later, not now. I'm also really hungry, so
To be fair, priority should be food.
yes.
That's why
Then
we're here.
challenges and shopping and all that business.
Mm. Did you want to eat anything in particular, Timber?
No, my berries are also okay if needed.
Okay. That's true. We always do have your berries to fall back onto if there's an emergency or something.
What do you mean emergency? Are they not good? I make them with love.
Well, yeah, I can definitely taste the love. That's for sure.
Yeah, but sometimes we want to actually have food.
Well, I understand that you like meat. It's okay.
No, I mean more than just one berry. Like, things, flavors, different flavors. Different options.
Maybe we'll see this Loisa person also shopping
maybe.
or eating.
Maybe.
Sure.
So you're adventuring into this Uncut Bazaar?
Food.
No, we're going into the river district for food.
Okay. Well, the River District for food, you're going into the where it would be more of the agriculture part, and you're going to the upper side of the. Let me just drag you over there. Yeah,
So fast.
so fast. So you go across, and like earlier, you have to went through the dome, where, like you said earlier, and you've seen the whole system in function, where the water was about to go in the crops all around, and you just seen the gloves, and you see a gnome in the middle of everything, like, all right, everybody, shove it to the right, pull this lever, come on, fucker. And you just see the guys like pulling the lever,
trunk.
and as you pull the lever, you just hear a and you see the water inside there just being poured out, literally vaporized and soaking into the dome at the top of it, and like, hold it tight, and you see like there's a Minotaur fellas just holding it back, like with two goblins at the bottom of it, like. And you just see all the water, and you see the water level just lower in all the small rivers inside the river district.
Wow, that's impressive.
What happened if you're having lunch?
All right, get ready, people. In about 45 minutes, gonna have to do the whole step around. Okay? Get ready on the right side. Okay, boss. And you just go across into this little district, and like promised, you find some pear. Is that how you say it? Pear.
Well,
pear.
like a
Like the
pear,
fruits.
like
Like
pear.
pear.
Oh, a pear.
A pear. Yeah, a pear. A pear, and it's mostly the main fruit that you can see all around. So there's pear pie. There is different kind of attunement of meals that you can find with pear, but there's also a lot of honey culture that has been cultured all around. So how they did the baklava, how they did all the desserts. So there's a lot of dessert all around for lunch. And one thing that you can find that is one of the only place you can find meat. You can find warak inabamashi, that is grape leaves that is stuffed with rice and lamb ground beef inside with spices. And there's also some different kind of manakish, that is the pizza of the Arabic world. So you have some cheese, a bit of ground meat on it, and herbs, usually served for lunch. So this is what you mostly find in the river district. In the
I want one of everything.
It's gonna cost you around 2 silvers.
I'll
I
pay it.
want a bunch of meat.
Those little stuffed things sound really tasty.
You're just gonna lose Mother Bowen in the Pure District.
I want meat with like a caramelized pear sauce.
You're probably able to find that and all that.
That would be delicious.
Mother Bowen's probably gonna buy one of each different options with peers.
Oh yeah.
And find a nice cozy spot, probably down the river or something like that, and eat just like very happy every little bites.
Yeah, Andres would join you with like his arms filled with like food. There's like one of everything that he could find.
Good. So like I said, it mostly all costs you 2 silver pieces, but you eat for a shitload of food in there.
Oh, it's so good.
Who has the highest passive perception? I know it's between Timber and Mother Bowen, but
I think we're equal.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, same.
okay. Well, Mother Bowen, you're busy eating your
Oh, yeah.
pies.
Oh, yeah,
and all stuff.
definitely. Oh.
So Timber, you follow up with you're gathered with the groups. You just grab some stuff to eat, and just a bit further away, it catch your attention because you've been seeing a lot of blue recently, and the blue caught your eyes when you turned ahead. And it seems to have someone with blue robes with the symbol of the Cobalt Soul that is walking towards where is it? Just to be sure that I don't say bullshit. The Jewel of Hope. Give me the full freaking map, please. Okay, I got it. Whee! It's going to this place. I'm gonna ping it into the map. It's going towards this place. Towards this district.
And any traits of that person, like height or anything that stands out?
With your passive insight, it will also match. You see that this fella, well, actually, lady, you see that she's kind of have the same stance as Iwo was having, so a more military, more disciplined than Question was having. While walking, so you can see that they have some specific training inside of them. And as you understand, that Iwo was mostly around the investigators of the Cobalt Soul. So he seems to be on the mission.
I think I
She
saw
seemed
Uwu
to be
guys.
on the mission, sorry.
Oh no. Well, the Cobalt Salt is very busy here.
Huh.
Someone's running over there.
Yeah, there is a lot of blue robes.
Someone blow something up or something? Other than us, clearly.
Well, there's a lot of people here. It's bound to create conflict.
Maybe we should go over there and see who it
Do
is.
you want to follow her?
I mean, they did say they'd let us know if they needed us.
Well, yeah,
you guys
but we
have
don't.
so much to eat. Like, look at this table.
I mean, I can eat very quickly, and I just shove a whole pie into my mouth. Why did I sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger? Anyway.
Back to the Cobalt Soul!
Well,
See, I can finish this real quick.
Maybe they don't realize they need us quite yet. Maybe they need us to help them with the explosions by adding our explosions.
Andres, do me a favor. Please chew. Don't just swallow. Please chew.
You're one to talk.
I always chew.
I don't know what the decision you made,
Mm.
but the more you talk, the further they go away.
All right. So do we go? Do we get in there?
I mean, why not? The shops aren't gonna go anywhere, and I can just walk and eat. And I get up with all my food.
Onwards!
Okay.
Gets up,
Squish is gonna trail behind everyone, still keeping up, but just behind.
Okay. So, following
Fine, I'll
up,
leave some crumbs for
Are-
Squish, so he can follow us.
there's
I
crumbs
can't
of
see you. You're like 2 feet in front of me.
Oh, you can't.
So, are you trying to be subtle about it or not?
I personally am being very nonchalant and still eating my food as we go.
Same.
I mean, I'm not being subtle. I'm chasing.
You're literally chasing. Perfect. Like, I see this one. So,
Yeah. Gotta blow something up. Gotta blow something up. Gotta blow.
So you see that she have a quarterstaff up on her back, and as you're walking all around and not being subtle about it, you see that she's looking in the far distance, and she even hide herself a bit. But you are following her from the behind, so you see her, but she's looking on the other way.
Oh.
And when you approach, like you're getting closer, you see that she just raised a hand. And she turned her head and just like, shh. Like she noticed
sorry,
you
I'll
since
chew
you
with
were
my-
going
I'll-
for a
I'll-
chase.
I'll chew with my mouth closed. Sorry.
And you see maybe 5'10" lady that is white haired but still young, human with a shoulder patch with a seems to be just a leather part, but the rest is mostly blue clothing and gray. That going in is like, "Can I help you with something, civilians?" And she doesn't really pay attention to you. She keeps an ear out, but she's watching something else.
Squish is gonna waddle up a bit, be like, well, Timber here noticed you were looking like you were doing something important, and we're trying to get into good graces of the library. You see, they even gave me this cloak. It's blue like yours.
When Squishwash says timber, Timber goes behind Motherbone.
There's the half orc going behind the Minotaur.
Oh, come on, Timber.
Just looking around, like taking really nice little bites of his big food. Yeah.
And just wanted to see if you needed assistance.
Yeah.
Depends. Do you have any recommendation from our organization?
Well, we helped you guys take out a cultist that was trying
Got
to join.
this, and I'll take the sending stone out.
Oh yeah. We are in communication with
Mr. Uwu gave it to us.
Ewo.
Ewo? Ew.
Miss-
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Sorry, I'm very bad with names.
Yeah, don't say Uwo in front of him. But yes, Iwo is
Yeah.
a partner of mine. Okay. I can put up a few words in your manners if you, I would be... Okay. You see these two over there. And
Yeah, what you looking at?
when you look in the far distance, you see... one seems to be a civilian, a commoner, look-alike. But you recognize the crimson robe of what Aloysa was wearing. But it is not Aloysa. It's not an elven lady inside there. It's it's only a man that seems to be talking together. I've been tracking them down for Ewo, actually. A request from Question.
It's for us.
This guy over there is the last one we've seen. This Aloysa, this elven lady from the cult.
Oh yeah, he's wearing the same kind of robes. They're them people from the consortium of something.
Yeah, the consortium of Vermilion Dreams. So I'm going to follow the Crimson guy in question on your side. If you could follow the one he's talking with, because they were having a meeting. So in about 1 minute or two, they should split, and we will also do as such, and you will be following the other guy.
I mean,
Sounds like a plan.
Don't be noticed, because they're supposed to. The other guy is supposed to be someone who just is a messenger, so he's supposed to go at another place. I have to interrogate the other one.
And you want to know what is the place, I guess?
Yes, and if you're able to find anything else, the other guy is supposed to be the messenger of anywhere with Aloysa would be.
I mean, that's oddly convenient.
What do you mean?
We'll do it. I mean, we were looking for this Aloysia, so.
Well, convenient or not, well, let's call it good luck then.
Should we report back to you or to Ewo?
Go for Ewo. I'll be busy with the other guy for a while. Maybe like broken a rib or two, but that's another thing. So I'll leave you to this, and at this moment, you just see the two person in the far distance, just nodding to each other and just split.
Let's not get caught, okay? And I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Excellent.
Nice.
What a good guess!
Perfect.
Just to remember, Bricks, Andrus, and Timber, you have D4s just in case. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, by the way, he's going that way, so we're probably going to want to take this alleyway to keep up with him. Let's go.
All right.
Great.
And you see the lady going on our side.
We're all way too giddy to be following this person.
So, with all of our not heroes, not rival anymore group, I would like to roll me a stealth check for.
All
Well,
right.
No. Let's
you
go
get
for
a
the stealth
plus
check first. You
10.
still have an insight. So we have a 10 plus 10 for Bricks, so 20. Andrus.
I'm gonna roll a d4 to be safe.
24.
What's the armor that you have, Andrus?
It's splint mail.
So it's an heavy, so it's with disadvantage, I think.
Before we go, I would like to give myself
that.
Before going, I would like to give a chance of being able to do this. So Mother Bowen's gonna cast Enhance ability with the cat's grace on herself.
Perfect. So you roll with advantage.
Oh, I'll use my D4. Why not?
For a total of 16. Squish having a total of 24. Bricks having a total of 22. Timber is the D20 plus 11.
Yeah, it's 16.
16? With the whole bonus?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled 5.
Oh, God.
I'm not meant to for this.
I mean, it's still a 14.
It is still a 14.
It is still a 14. So, at some point, with all that, you are following the commoner. And you are being subtle. Like, you're going on the sideways, and you the side of this long corridor that is a street. But the thing is, you're trying to be subtle where it's a crowded place, or like there's people turning heads like, what the fuck they're doing? Like ninjas in the middle of the streets? So the little noise that is doing all around, with the shadow covering your little group, it's helping a lot. But even with this help, the passive perception of this guy is just a bit higher than 14.
Hardcore running.
So Brix uses D4. Just let me remove the D4 over here. Did
Correct.
anybody else use a D4?
I
Andres
did as well.
Yep.
All right. So at some point you just hear like there's someone in the crowd like, have you seen like a cow being subtle in the middle of everyone? And when you just said, you just someone's like, well, they're one just like shh, the person, but it was already too late since the commander just turned around and.
No, at this point, I think if he calls her a cow in her face, she'll be like, "Who are you calling a cow now?"
See, I knew it was insulting.
I didn't say cow. I said cow.
You just said cow twice, you idiot.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
No, wait. I have the wrong music over here. Where are you? Here. Because, like in the last episode with our friends, you just made a chase and this commoner just start to run.
Oh no. How far?
And he's about 90 feet in front of you.
Depending on the way he runs, if possible, Squish will break from the group to try to cut through alleyways and such quicker.
Okay.
So he
But
can-
you will be able to do either an acrobatic or athletic check since you're going through always. But you can do it with your perks from your background. You can do it with advantage. But this little guy will be running. So 13.
Wait, with advantage.
Oh, with advantage. True.
So 13, but as that happens... Wait, do I still have any? No, I used that all up. Never mind. I did not. It's a 13 only. Fuck.
All
Did
right.
not rest.
And you rolled a 4. It's not Andrus because I selected the token. Sorry, it's not Andrus that is over there. So with everyone starting to like, oh shit, you just see Squish Squash bolt out inside one of the alley. What the hell's doing? But and further, you just catch up with him, and he is about 30 feet away from you.
I'm going to try to just maintain, because the moment he gets in an alleyway, he's going to meet a claw from the ground.
Perfect. Just do this Maximilian grasp.
Yeah, but that's only once he reaches, like, an alleyway.
Yeah, he was going into an alleyway. Well, at first he was turning to you, and he spotted you right in front that you were running towards him, and he turns the other way around to continue in the alleyway on the other side. But you caught him by surprise by like he was, you know, when you're running and you're sliding, you're like, whoa, fuck, and going the other way.
Yeah.
That's what happened. So he's in a alleyway where there's less people, so there's no problem with the subtle
I did
about
not mean
that.
to pop that down, but whatever.
So strength saving throw. Okay, let me put up his stats for a sec. Here. Let me just check it out. This one. A strength saving throw. It's not going to be a lot. It's this one. Yep. So Here it is. With an 11. So you and the claw of sand and earth just grasp him, and he suffers the 8, and you see that he's already heavily injured.
I'll just like run in front of him while he's just grabbed there, and I'll pull my dagger
And
out.
the rest of the group, with everything that happens over there, you catch up without any problem, and you're used to have Squish doing this spell, so you hear the catching the guy down in the alleyway. You turn around, you just see what's happening right there. And we can go out of combat. No need to initiative. The guy is near death. So he's grasped and he will obey whatever. He seems to be in a really cooperative state.
I'm gonna keep the claw up though. Just to
Yeah.
hold him.
Do you want to do damage with it, or you just
No.
want to hold him?
To do damage, I actually have to squish him. I'm just gonna hold him.
Perfect. So he's restrained.
Yes.
So you. Who are you, people?
Well, who are you?
Good first question.
To be
I
fair,
asked first, and you see that he doesn't seem really convincing.
well,
I mean,
to be fair,
from the ground.
Not the best position to ask questions.
yeah, but we're kind of random people that just kind of. We're here looking for what's her bitch name?
Aloysia.
Aloysia.
Her.
That one.
I don't know
Yeah.
anything about her.
Well, you're wearing the same robe
No,
she
no.
is.
The other person was. This one's not.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. Yeah, you were talking to somebody who is one of her associates.
No. And
We
Mother
fought-
Bowen, with your passive insight, you clearly know that she's like.
We literally watched it. Like we saw you having the conversation.
Yeah.
What were you? What were you guys talking about?
How the weather is good, and
The claw is gonna just slightly tighten a little bit.
Can
Well,
we do
well,
a
go,
medicine
go.
check on him about his wounds?
yes, you can.
I'm not doing
Like-
anything lethal.
No,
just
you know,
wanna-
you're just restraining it.
I want to know where he's hurting the most,
Oh,
what happened,
pressure.
what kind of wounds he has.
With the 21, you know that he is at 1 HP. So he is really, with the hand that crushed him, he doesn't seem to have the body that will be injuring much further. So you know that it probably like shoulders, legs, and even torso, ribs that has been crushed. And he's holding this tight.
I'm gonna kneel down next to him, and I'll just kind of like hover one of like the pastries I got under his nose, and I'll go, you know what? If you told us what you were talking about, you can get one of these, and I'll tell my friend to let you go. How does that sound?
Or I could patch him up. It seems
Well,
like use
my good associate Mother Bowen is even willing to patch you up as a bonus.
And the claw will just slightly grapple him just a little tighter.
The check would be a disadvantage, but with the grasp and the situation, it would be an advantage, so it will be a straight check of persuasion.
I've got a pastry.
Like, you're just missing the white van here.
That's a 19.
So, persuasion 19.
So what do you say? We don't want to hurt you. We just want to know, what your friend had to say.
I do.
Well, the most of us don't, so. Come on, pastry, healing, you get to live.
Yeah, because if
good
Andy's
deal.
not happy, then I'm mad.
Okay, he
We
was...
won't tell anyone you told us.
That's true.
Make it 20 gold, and I'll be able to reset myself somewhere else.
What were they offering you?
A lot
How
more.
about your life?
A lot more in my life. That's why I'm asking only for 20. For
have
at least I
20
could be
gold.
lodging somewhere for a while and work somewhere else.
You could just be dead.
Does it seems honest about relocating and just disappearing afterwards?
His loyalty was, with your passive insight, you know that his loyalty was strong because even with the death threat, even with like the pie or whatever that's coming with it,
Clava.
he was really strong-willed about
Okay.
like not revealing anything. So if he suggests for a buyout, it must be honest.
Okay. I don't mind. I don't mind giving the man another chance to start a better life, maybe? A new beginning? Could be nice
Also,
for
I
him.
mean, he's kind of useless to us dead. We won't have the information, so.
I'm sure there's ways to make a corpse talk.
Guys, come on. Let's give the guys a chance to better himself.
I mean, I don't know
That's
about
not
that.
Yeah, a
chance.
chance to better myself.
He has a chance to give us information, and he'll be for the better because he won't be dead.
Well, I think the money and the pie and the healing's a good enough deal.
And for anything that I will give you, they will know it will be me. So that's why I need something to do, a little something afterwards, and find some workouts.
Fair. Works for me. It makes
I
sense.
think that's pretty fair. Yeah, I
Did,
agree.
did they make some of those wounds to you?
Uh,
Who hurt you?
I think I point to Squish.
That's actually my claw. If you look, see, the
You did
gun is
all?
formed after my claw.
You did all that
it's holding
damage?
for a minute, and it's about to be that minute.
Okay.
Mhm.
So,
Hmm.
what do you
Well,
have to say?
We'll make the deal with you, but if you lie, though, we'll
Ye-
have Squish here.
You see that they only have a
Squash
scimitar
you.
on him, but that's for mostly it.
Since I have my dagger out, I will drop the claw and immediately put my dagger to his throat.
Mother Bowen's just gonna go behind him and restrain him herself.
Oh, that works.
That's the patch up you were talking about.
He
Bullshit.
does, and
Look.
I push a berry in his mouth.
Okay, well, you do deserve that, and also this, and I
Spit
give
it out.
him. I give him the pastry.
The pastry he takes, but the berry is like, what the fuck? The guy who doesn't talk in the behind just shove his berry in my mouth. He just like.
I mean-
you got great social skills. Okay.
Oh,
Way to waste a little bit of healing there.
You
But
talk,
oh well, that's your decision.
and then the hug will become better as well.
So what do you want to know about her?
Well-
Where is she? Where are other locations? And what information are you currently carrying?
She's in the Bazaar district. In the sewers. The
Mhm.
the upper side, the north side of the different places you could get in of the Sunka Bazaar. She have a couple of people with her.
Do you know how many?
Maybe 5, 6. And there's other things in the sewers that you don't recommend.
I've seen worse.
Who were the people she was with? Were they by any chance a water genasi, a drow, an ogre, goblin, and a human?
No.
Okay.
There was 2 elves. Well, she was one of the elves, another elf, another half-elf fellow. Whatever, something else with different colors. I think there was earth genasi in there.
And where were you going now?
Away from you.
No. Before us.
Over there.
You were heading there?
Can I see the 20 gold?
Squish will just open up his own pouch to show that there's gold there.
All right.
So they are expecting you. What if you don't show up?
Well, you still have 45 minutes. And it's a 5-minute walk, so...
Well, were you intending on going there once we let you go? As if nothing happened?
No.
I was supposed to meet up with someone at a specific time, and they know around how much time it takes me to go back.
Well, where?
They would be worried maybe if I don't go in between 2 hours after that.
So here's what you're going to do. You're going to lead us to the entrance to the sewers, and then you'll fuck off like you've never been here before.
There's many entrances.
You will take us to the most convenient.
Most convenient being?
The one you would take.
The one I would take is filled with people that I worked with.
Well,
I mean, are they all
why
as
don't
strong
why
as
don't
you?
why don't you lead us in and tell us we're recruits for the consortium?
How about no? It's not my job. I would not be bringing you back there.
I mean, if they're as strong as you.
No,
That's easy.
they're stronger. They will
mean-
magic.
Then that's the same.
My boy just put his head next to him, like, I mean, you seems like a very smart guy. So, if you were us, which entrance would you take?
How about you start with the patch up, milady Bowen? Like, I give you a lot of answers and I didn't receive a lot of things except pain.
Well, you can have another pastry if you want, and I shove it.
I already ate lunch.
They deserve it. It's fine. I'll give it to him. And she just starts praying while holding him very close and tight to her in a warm embrace.
And cast your wounds.
Cast your wounds.
Oof.
He is fully healed up. He had 9 HP, so.
How's about that?
Oh, I almost killed him.
Yeah.
Ever so nearly, yeah.
And people like that doesn't have death saving throws. So, all right, that's a step forward in the right direction. And you hear a it is back.
So, which entrance shall we go into?
The entrance, if you want to go head on straight forward without her chance to escape, would be the south, well, on the north district of the Suncut Bazaar. You would have to take the southeast entrance that is with one of the main building.
How far is it from here?
It's about 10 minutes.
So you'll take us, and then you'll get your gold. And you can leave.
All right. Mother Bowen, with your passive insight, and since you're really close to him, you felt that he was going to say something, but he was cut. Like, okay. And he just takes the answer.
Care to say what's on your mind?
You could care to put 20 gold in a small pouch for me?
You mean the 20 we talked about earlier, or 20 more? What are you doing?
No. The 20 we talked about. I'm not pushing my luck here. I want my life.
But we need you to.
But don't hand it to him yet.
No, I want it in a pouch ready so I can bolt out as soon as we're going.
I think I have a
Yeah.
spare one. Hang on.
That is fair.
That's fair.
I'll just take out an empty, like a smaller pouch.
Good.
I'll hold it open.
And is that what you wanted to say?
Well, we need to put who was offering him the gold.
Well, we can all put.
Shush! Both of you. Listen to the man.
Yes, Mom.
You can take the north way. It's usually the one that is taken by the employees of the... But there's some rats. There's also some fungus that you have to be taken care of. And don't venture too further into the sewers. There is something that is called Nosferatu down there. Nosferatu, kind of blood-sucking thing.
A vampire.
Yeah. We offer him some things from times to times, mostly criminals, shoving them there, and we have some protection, but
Hey, that's not nice.
we were not how can I say, it's not protection, it's more like give us peace. So if we're feeding him...
Don't eat us! Here's someone else instead.
Yes, this. Survival, you know?
Uh-huh.
Very brave.
I know.
Exemplary, even.
I'm alive, right? Barely, but I was barely.
Debatable.
So, the southeast entrance is the easiest?
Is the easiest, but is also the most direct. So you will fall down face to face with most of the people with Aloysia.
Yeah, and you said the north one has rats and fungi.
Yes, some
And-
fungus, and it's actually kind of deadly. Be careful. And there's some diseased rats that the guards are supposed to take care of eventually, but they're kind of busy.
All right.
Don't
So
drink
it's
the water.
either-
Don't drink the water.
I'm fine. I've got a
Got it.
gourd. Look, I got a gourd. Yeah.
So that was I was about to say. So can we go? And I shall leave then with the 20 gold piece.
Well, which
Okay.
entrance are we all doing? Face
Well-
to face with her? Or rats?
Did we? How? Did we want to maybe report back to Iwo?
We'll do that on the
First?
way.
Yeah, we got this sending stone. That's how they're used, right?
That
Pass.
would be correct. But it's only once a day.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
Alright.
you have enough magic in you to make it work.
Do I?
You create images of you. Yes.
You should be fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Shall we go then?
Which way?
Let's
which,
get walking.
which entrance do you all want? I would
don't
like to
like-
fall face to face.
I don't like fighting people.
Well, we're gonna have to. It's either disease, rats, fungus, and them, or them.
Face to face sounds good.
Let's go. Andy, you can give Iwa an update as we go.
All right. Is this thing on? Hello.
Just speak into it. Just say the message.
Hello.
Just say the
Hello.
message.
Hello.
Say the message. He will not
Hello.
respond. You're going to waste it.
There's 9 words saying hello.
Yeah.
Is there anyone out there? So there's 9 words in the 25 that's already spent.
Squish it. Give it. Give it.
Okay.
10.
Okay. Bazar District in the sewers, upper north side. What's her name? Fuck.
Aloysia.
Aloysia. Is there multiple entrances?
Kiss, kiss.
Send back up. I'll just shove the sending stone back into Andy's hand.
That's how it works. Oh, okay. Well, I'll know for next time. But
it-
is there like some kind of word limit on this? Is that?
25.
Oh.
Exactly. You almost ruined it, but it's okay. Everything's fine.
Well, I'm not like a super smart magic person like the two of you. So I don't know these things. Come on.
Mother Bowen just say next to I see what I deal with. What I escape together.
I'm happy with this 20 gold and get the fuck out.
Oh.
But yeah.
It takes a few moments before, like, if you could see his face, and with the passive insight of Timber and Mother Bowen, would be like confusion in his face on people using the stone this way.
Definitely.
So, after maybe a minute or two, like, some kind of district sending backup. 30 minutes.
Perfect. 30 minutes.
If
But
you take care of this matter on your own, reward there will be.
let's go make some money. Face-to-face combat. Let's go. Lead the way, pretty boy.
That sounds like permission.
And thank you, Puñetas Doll, for the bits! And I've seen Maitso earlier. I even said a good hello because we were doing the recap, but I don't think you were there. But thank you for watching your face. For streaming. Thank you. And there was Ogun, again. He's thanked for the D4, but I didn't say hello. I'm sorry, Ogun. So, are you heading straight? Well, you can have the discussion after this beautiful answer that just got out of that mouth of a stone.
I think Bricks and I are team walking face-to-face. Guns
Blow
a-blazing.
shit up. Blow shit up. Prove our ultimate power.
I'm just thinking because I have limited spell slots. It's probably best if we don't fight things on the way.
What's a spell slot?
Ability to cast magical spells.
Oh.
And I hate to harm some rats.
It's how the gods hear you.
I just hit things.
Or that too.
So face-to-face, let's go.
Mother Bowen, you're getting a D4 from myself.
Aw.
Thank you.
I also got one.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh. So here, perfect. So I guess that he's leading the way that while you're talking.
He's leading the way, but like Squishwash is holding onto his like his leg like a kid, but like claws just close enough that he could just rip into the shin and pull.
And I guess that Mother Bowen's still
calf
like
and
holding
pull.
him behind with the shoulder.
We're just a nice family on a shopping trip.
I mean, are we going through the small streets or are we going the main streets?
There's main streets.
Okay, so on the main streets, she's gonna be a bit more soul about it, like holding hand with him.
Like an over possessive girlfriend. Cool.
Yeah, that's probably taller than him too. Anyway, so
Yeah, it may be like a feat.
I kind of like elbow Timber. I'm like, you think we should also hold hands?
Why?
I mean, they're doing it. Maybe it's less conspicuous.
Okay.
And I grab Timber's hand.
This is uncomfortable.
Aw, come on. My hands aren't that sweaty, are they?
I guess not.
Timber is in physical touch. So everybody's walking just Bricks walking like
Bricks does not do the hand holding thing. He's
Bricks is probably
frantic.
jealous because he can't hold Mother Bowen's hand.
Oh, really not?
really not of credit card debt. No.
I have a second hand if you want, Bricks.
No, I'm good.
Make
Oh,
sure
wait,
not to
wait,
get
wait.
lost.
I could, you want to ride on my shoulders? You could be your kid.
Never in a million years will I even act like your child.
He paused for a moment, which means he thinks about it.
Yeah, he knows I'd be an awesome dad.
Oh boy, I don't want to unpack that one. Continuing walking.
Yes, you don't need to scream that we're doing it.
Well, if you're stopping the walking, then I must.
I didn't stop walking. Oh, Bricks is lost.
It wouldn't have happened if he took a ride on my shoulders, is all I'm saying.
Or help Mother Bowen's hand.
All right. So you're venturing this 5 minutes walk, and he brings you into the Suncut Bazaar. Oops, let me just change map. I was preparing the other one. And you are brought right over. You were going to the southeast entrance, as I remember.
But the more direct one.
Yeah, that's the one.
The more direct one would be the southeast, yes. So you would be here, at the north side of the Suncut Bazaar.
Oh yes, because there's the other entrance is the one with the north one has the rats, the fungus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. I wrote.
And he
it
told
down.
you that the other entrance could be deadly.
Yes, I wrote it down weird. We're good.
Perfect. So he brings you there. It's like, all right. So he brings you into an alley. Like, you see that he's not preparing. Mother Bowen passive inside again. You know that he's not preparing anything with like ambush or anything. He's just bringing you where it would be. And by the way, hello, Dream Den. Nice to see you in chat. But like, if you go further on the left, you will be able to see. And you feel the claws of Squish into his legs. Like, there is this sewers entrance. You will be able to get down there. It's only stairs. It's not even a. It's not even.
She'll
I'm gonna
loosen a
trap.
bit.
I'll
She'll
loosen.
a bit.
And once we're in there, what are the directions? Left, right, right, left. What are we doing?
Up, down, up, down.
A, B.
When you're going down, there's going to be a couple of maintenance stuff. And once you're there, yeah, maybe you would need light to travel in the tunnels, but there's some torches that's been lit up. But when you go in, you turn left, and then on your left side, there should be people doing cards over there.
And is that the room she's in?
No, she is further that way, and you follow up the corridor till the end, and she would be there.
Perfect.
So, put his hand.
Yeah, you deserve this, and I'll give him
So-
the small pouch.
We're all put 5 gold in, was it?
I'd say 4, because we're 5.
Oh, right. I did not count myself in this math equation.
Wow.
Okay, 4
Yeah,
gold
4 gold
removed.
each. Yeah.
I don't know how to do math. I'm gay.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay. May your travel be safe.
Also, you should loosen up a little. You're really tense.
I'll get on pants outside the city. Okay. Bye.
Thanks for your help. Hope you like the pastry.
That was TMI from him.
My
Jeez,
clever was
buddy.
right good.
I have good taste.
Yeah, he really did not need to tell us how he was gonna, or where he was gonna. That was TMI. Mm-mm. Okay.
Well, we should probably prepare for a fight if we're gonna be storming these sewers.
I'm as prepared as I can be because we are on a time limit.
Mother Bowen, for your enhanced ability cast grace, it would be about half an hour. So the stealth for the pass without a trace is also an hour.
Yeah.
So half an hour is gone, but it's still active.
You know, I'm pretty good with my spell slots, actually. Look at me go. So, I'm thinking we sneak past the room with the people playing cards. We go right to the end. And we barge in the room. And then Mother Bowen, if there's a table, you put it up against the doorway that we go in so no one can join us.
You got it.
Or Andy. Honestly, whoever can get to it first to block the door once we're in, we need the muscles to move the heavy thing in front of the door. Because we're going to make noise. And that should help prevent people from joining as quickly.
Well, that works. In that case, maybe I should use this, and I'll take out the metal of muscle.
Yeah.
And I'll just squeeze it, and so I'll have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws for next hour.
Damn.
Okay, so Andy is going to be moving things in front of the door. Mother Bowen, oh, if there's another door out, Mother Bowen, you're tall and you have muscle. No one's getting past you. So, if there's another door, if you park yourself in front of it, no one's going to get past you.
It's gonna be harder to open it, indeed.
So that way, if there's two entrances, we have Andy watching one, Mother Bowen watching the other, and then that way they can't escape and we kill them.
Guys, do you want me to go check the
Okay.
doors first?
He said there was no traps.
But I can't look how many doors we need to block before we go in there.
I mean,
that
the
one's
more
gonna need
the
to be
more
on
we
the
know.
fly. Yeah, but how would you?
Well, I'll just go and come back quickly, okay?
Whatever you're doing.
He can
shouldn't
turn
you be
into stuff. He can probably turn into, I don't
Fish.
know, a bug or a.
How many times? Because shouldn't we save things for this? There's a lot of them in there.
Oh, I don't fight with my new forms.
Yeah, but what if we need a big form to block a door?
I'm sure he knows what he's doing and has accounted for that. We do need the information. It'd be handy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what if they
Okay,
see it?
I'll be right back, and I shift into a tiny spider.
Spider, not a dog.
Yeah, we weren't calling you Harry.
So, are you getting in?
Yes.
So only Timber?
If Timber does that, can I say that I'll use the metal once he returns?
Yes, no problem.
Yeah, okay.
Go
So
fast.
you're getting in to sneak in and have a peek.
Oh,
Just
we'll
do
wait for
a
Timber
recon of the layout.
Yes. Once you're getting in, let me see if I can put you out there. Okay. Well, let me... Can I drag only you to a map?
I think so.
I don't remember. Timber. Pull to scene. Oh, I could do that. Timber. Pull to scene. Good. Do you don't see anything
Make
because
us
you don't have a
proud.
token yet? No, I remember that. It was on purpose because I didn't know the entrance you were gonna get in. So, you're here. And as a tiny form Spider-Man with your stealth, I will allow you to go around. And you see that there's, like, people over here. And you crawl up to the top and you can go across over there. And walk on the wall. And you see that there's another ladder over here, but it seems to be condemned. So this entrance doesn't seem to be a valid one. So you're going across with a spider form.
I see a corridor, so I'm gonna assume that's
Yes.
the one.
So, and you see that there is luck goods behind this place. And when you're going across, you have your own passive perception, right?
Whatever's the highest. I don't think
Well,
it's spiders.
give me an active one, actually. Give me a perception check.
Yes. Yeah.
With
9.
9. So you're following, and there is something that is seeing you. Let me check. I will still hide it for now, so just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's seeing me even with my crazy stealth.
With the blind sight that you're going around, and it is taking anything living, anything moving within its grasp. Yes. Does a 14 hits?
Yes.
You're a small spider form?
Yep.
Okay. So it would be... Why it doesn't... The damn... Oh, yeah. I did. Manually. 18 damage of bludgeoning. So you just see... While you're in that spider form, you just... There's a whiplash of water coming out of the middle where you're standing there, and you're not grappled because you're morphing back into your orc form after this spider thing. There's the whiplash, but it doesn't grapple you, and you could retransform back to move out if that's what would you like, to not be seen or whatever.
Sure, I don't want to question you too much, but does that creature attack all the spiders that he come across?
Not the spiders. Well, with your passive perception, you see that there's nothing living in this room.
Okay.
So anything that would be there would be actually stricken by something.
Let me just do the carryover from the damage.
But from this, are you going back the other way?
I would try and run back and then like find anything to hide and shift back into something small so the other cultists don't see me.
Okay.
So probably a spider again.
Okay. Give me stealth check with your +10. Oh god.
I lost pass without a trace.
Oh, your Constitution saving throw for the +10? Yeah. So you still have your stealth check. But you can do it as a spider. If it's
11.
better. Okay. Let me see. Would this be enough? Well, it would be, but you are a spider. So they don't fucking care about the spider crawling back wherever it would be going. So you can go back where you're from, but you know that as soon as something that is getting in this entrance It seems
gets
to be
attacked.
whiplashed by a water whip or something like that.
I go back to the others and on shift.
Well, you've seen. Let me just drag you around. Here, and you see the upper side here because you've been. There's a door.
I don't check it.
Okay.
I'm
Because
scared.
you could be able to crawl under, but
Yeah, I'm scared.
good.
Bye.
So let me reactivate the map of Anchoral. Sorry for the people in chat that's not seeing it, but we are keeping it as a surprise with people coming. So we close this, and you go back to the others, and you're.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey, how did
And-
it go?
And you see that he have like a large bruise on the face, and
Oh. What happened?
Yeah,
Oh.
there's 4 people, but water attacked me at the end of the corridor. I
Water?
can't explain
Wait,
it. Yeah, I
Huh.
can't
What?
explain it. Yeah, the water just slapped my face.
Well,
I had to
it-
come rushing back.
was the water after the people or before?
After the people, there's a corridor. I thought
Oh.
Aloysia would be at the very end, but
So yeah, if I do send in an echo, the people would see me before we know what the deal is with that water thing, right?
It could be a
but there's
trap.
there's 4 people before going around.
So,
Okay.
So we just have to stealth past them, and then somebody has to wrestle the water.
I can't promise about the stealthing, right?
It's very narrow corridors. Like they're right in the corridors.
I
don't
mean,
know
if
how we
there's
can go
only
past them.
4 of them, there's 5 of us. We can take them, no?
That's certainly an option. I do like that option.
How about you, Timber? Are you gonna be alright?
Oh yes, sure, I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the only issue though is that the noise might, warn Aloysia and whoever
Yeah.
else is with
So
her.
we have to do it quick. They were pretty close to each other, but we need to make sure that no one goes past.
Maybe we can sneak up to them and knock them unconscious or something.
I can't do that.
You can always try, I guess. I don't know how to do that.
Well, I
We
can
don't know.
probably knock 2 of them unconscious by bashing their heads together or something.
You could also do that, Mother Bowen. Or
Really?
Timber.
Well,
Just grab their
I guess
heads and
I'm
smash.
Strong enough, I guess.
Yeah, we can try that. My armor kind of gives me away, but I can have maybe my echo do that.
I
It's
have
a
a
lot quieter
potion
than I
to
am.
get stronger.
Yeah,
That could help me.
Okay. I guess that's really all we can do. Just hope she doesn't escape.
So we're not harming them, right? We're just
Alright.
making them sleep.
Yeah. We're just sneaking up on them, knock them out, make them go to sleep. They won't even know what happened.
Alright, let's go if you want to make sure to get to her.
I'll drink a potion of heal giant strength.
all right.
Damn, I don't want to kill them. Just demolish.
So you
them.
now have a strength score of 21.
And I'll summon my wildfire as soon as we get in. And
And
heal
now
myself.
at this point, I would squeeze the metal.
Perfect.
Yeah, its benefits.
So you're using all your buffs. Mother Bowen, it's been mostly. You still have 15 minutes on that
Okay.
enhance ability.
Perfect.
So you as you see Timbers drinking the potion, you just see him muscle just physically coming out. Is like, okay, guys. And you see that he's even bigger than your himbo Endress.
Timber, you have to Stop growing like that.
Okay.
Like, geez, man. Jacked.
In we go.
Yes, let's go.
All right. So you're venturing inside the sewers. And right before that, we'll take our short break. So, but right before going into the sewers of the Suncard district, well, let me just stop scrapping the name of that place. The Suncut Bazaar district. We will be taking our break, and we'll be back soon after these messages. See ya, people! and we're back. And as you can see, my beautiful colored Netherdeep crew are now venturing into the sewers of the Suncut Bazaar, where Aloysia, their enemy who actually stole the jewel of the three prayers, would be hiding to keep herself safe from the Allegiant of All Sight. Seems to be scholars in research will be confronting the consortium of Vermilion Dream. And the Cobalt Soul that seems to be getting out the truth of all their scheming plans. So right now, we are going into the sewers of the Sunkud Bazaar. Let me activate the map on Foundry that only our friend Timber saw.
Stage whisper, guys. They're right off this corner. Just on the left there.
Okay.
Okay. Because it's a cantrip, I don't feel like it's like losing anything, but I'd like to hold the cantrip Mold Earth. Just in case things go sour and someone tries to run, I would like to use it to trip someone.
Okay.
But because it's a cantrip, I'm saying it now because it doesn't matter if I lose it.
Perfect.
Yeah,
So you're
an idea.
readying this cantrip
Yes.
in case somebody want to run to.
Yeah.
Run further away, as I understand that. They want to
Yes.
flee, you want to trip them. Cool.
That, or I guess if it does go south, try to like stumble them. Like just to, if it goes south, I'm going to try to trip someone with it.
So, holding this action, you would not be able to do the ide action. So I guess that you're not going in a subtle way.
I'm going to be standing behind. So my thought is only after everyone goes in, I'm going to come out. Like I'm not going in first.
Okay. And for the other ones, are you trying to go a bit more stealthy?
Yeah, I would like to actually peer around the corner.
Okay. You can advance your token.
I'll cast Blessed on me, Motherboy, and Andy before Andy leaves.
All right.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh.
That's 1 minute though, so let's go.
Is it normal I can't see a thing even with my goggles?
I think my prototype token didn't register for you to have dark vision 60 feet.
Please.
I also don't see Andy.
Oh, it's because I moved.
Yeah, he went out of sight here.
Oh.
Let me put you basic vision, dark vision. Here you go. You should see now.
I'll reload the map.
Well, it's going to be in black and white in the dark zone.
I'm gonna see something at least.
Why can't I? Oh, it's paused. Haha, I'm stupid.
Yes, I can see stuff. Okay. Good.
So we follow Andy because he goes steepy.
So
Yeah.
I just paused the game because when you are where you are, Andy. Well, no, it's okay. You don't see anyone. But please, for scene purposes, give me all stealth check, please.
Yes.
And we will go round per round. But in the next round, probably you will be able to.
Sneaky.
Because
I am waiting back for everybody. Should I? Because I'm holding my action the whole time. I just exist here. I'm not really moving forward. Do I need to roll the stealth?
on your side, no. But you would have to not move to not compromise their position.
I'm waiting because I have enough speed. If somebody comes, if I hear something, I can like run up and.
Perfect.
My intent was to follow, not stealth.
Okay. So,
I suck at stealth.
Maybe because you are all wearing heavy armors, but who knows? So, Handy, you will be able to follow up with your movement if you would like. I unpaused the game.
Okay.
We now have that you can just click on the sword icon at the top right for the initiative. So roll the initiative for now.
Oh. All right.
Because since you cast Bless, we'll just keep track of the thingy.
Fast little bugger.
Mother Bowen, only you missing.
Yes, trying to open my sheet.
You don't need the sheet. You can just go to the sword crust.
Yeah. Okay.
Just for you next time. So
Are
here.
they there? Are they right there? Andy, are they there?
So
Hold
I'll
on.
just follow I've just followed down to ND because that would be where we would be going. So you did, I think, 4 of your movement.
About yeah.
So you can do still 2 more, and you can use the dash action if you want.
Yeah. Okay, 1, then 2. Do I see anything?
Well, do you see anything in your vision?
Well, I do see, one token.
Okay. And what's your stealth check was?
My stealth check was a 15.
15 is good. So you don't hear you, but you see someone with the same vermilion robes that you've seen a bit earlier. This one seems to be armed. That's what you see in the far distance.
Okay. Maybe I can. We'll probably have to wait until we strike. So I will dash for now over here.
Okay. Well, why is it moving?
Doop, 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 doop,
So
doop,
with your stealth,
doop.
everything's fine for you. You move and
Yeah,
you hold your splint mail like to not make sound. And that would be it for Andrus. Mother Bowen, you would be next.
She'll stop moving. Timber didn't move. Okay.
I didn't move because we're going in order.
Okay. Okay.
But your passive stealth, you see, you hear a, hey, someone's coming.
It's kind of weird. I think the dark vision doesn't work because I only see the places lightened by torches.
Let me check here. It's supposed to be vision range 60. Do you see?
Oh, yeah, better. Thank you.
Cool. All right. So you
Alright.
see this one right around the corner when you turned, and you hear shling, shling, shling of your chainmail, like, oh shit.
She'll just move quickly behind her humble friend.
Perfect. Do you want to do anything as an action, or this will hand up your turn?
I double move, so technically it's my action. So
Perfect.
that's gonna be the end.
So we're going back to bricks. You've heard Mother Bowen. Shling, 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 shling. A bit further.
I knew this was gonna happen. One.
Well, now I gotta 1 second. Oh, okay. Because suddenly I see. That's like 3. So I'm moving over this.
4.
6. I'm gonna squat behind this little box because I am small.
All right. You squad behind this little. So you want to do the eye action?
Yep.
Well, you're already with your 18, so you're still hidden. So you squeeze up behind the barrels.
For once, I'm trying to be discreet.
Timber.
I'll see Bricks trying to hide, and the thought will cross my mind, and I'll remember I'm a big boy now.
Not a fairy. 2, 3, 4.
Oops, 15, 20, 25. I
And you
see these guys are trying
you
to
see
hide
the guy
there.
right there. You see the guys that are there, but you see the guy right around the corner over here.
Does
And-
he seem to be moving towards me?
This guy's you see him that he's heading behind and seem to be speaking to someone that you don't see.
I didn't have line of sight here. Oh, I did.
Yes, you did.
In that case, I'll hide here. Since the others are hiding.
I'll add him to the initiative. And he rolled poorly. So Timber just like, whoop, and what did you roll for? No, you didn't stealth you on your side, right?
Nope.
Okay, so like,
So
and
you
the
might
guy
have
just turned his
briefly
head.
seen me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll hold a quarterstaff attack. Someone runs past me.
Perfect. We're going for Squish Squash. Nothing triggered your reaction. You are muted, Xene.
I think that's all I can do anyway.
Did your movement? So you want to still ready your action that if anybody flees, you are doing the tripping thing?
I'll go here because I can't see anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's go back with Andrus.
Can I hear anyone coming?
Nope.
Okay.
I'll say out loud.
You see that there is someone
guys.
here that's not hiding pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm saying out loud, hey guys. Potentially draw their attention because the other two seems well hidden.
Okay. So you get her up the attention on you. Andrus.
Well, hearing this, can I hold an action to bonk if someone walks up to where I am?
Yes, you can ready an action. Moving through the water from now on will be difficult terrain.
All right.
So if you're on the brick sidewalk, you would be able to move properly.
Okay. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll hold an action to, I guess, kind of like knock out whoever comes by.
In your range. Perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Mother Bowen.
Yes, so she'll be moving, trying to follow Andres. Or not.
I'm still in the same spot.
She's following your cue at this point because she has no clue what's going on.
You see
Right.
that Andrus in front of you is like taking his maul, like getting ready to slam up everybody who would be passing next to him.
Yeah, if someone comes up and he's got a friend, you take them on.
All right. Is that okay here?
Works or
Or you prefer me to stay behind you?
It's up to you, really.
I'll stay there. I'm a big girl.
Ugh.
And she's gonna ready her action to smash.
So you ready to smash? Come on,
Smash
Becky, let
action.
me smash.
Smash.
Perfect.
Eh.
So we're now going back now in a normal round because you see the cultists. Well, it is a cultist token, but it is not. You see that he's just getting his weapon out and seems to be ready to strike also on his side still, but he is taking the full cover now behind the wall over here.
We're like
The war of the trenches.
Yeah, exactly. We're all just taking cover and waiting.
Andrus and Mother Bowen, give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. Wow.
Oh well. Mother Bowen, you have a D4.
Fine, I'll use it.
Just throwing it out there.
Nah,
I
it's
don't
a
know
bait.
why.
Don't do it.
Eh,
And 13 was the DC.
Oh, there you go.
You you hear in the far distance like, go alert the others. We're staying our ground here.
okay, we have to do this quick. They're taking friends with them. They're gonna have reinforcement in soon.
All right. Well, was that the end of her turn?
No, that was his turn.
Okay.
that he was
Okay.
acting. So we will now go back top of the round with our Bricks the Magnificent. And I think I'll change the beat now of music.
Since we're probably gonna move from sneaking to being very loud. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5.
Where are you?
7.
Here it is.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Yeah, and you're good because you rolled a really high. And you're small, so you go into the darkness over there, and they don't see you
Sometimes it's
going
good
over
to be
there.
small.
So yeah, that turn so far. Well, that's my turn. That's what I do.
All right. Let's put up the music like this. So right now with Bricks, it will be someone's turn, and then Timbers.
I will.
You will. Tell me, please.
Dash all the way. Oh, hello guys.
You dashed
And
right
as
over
soon as I see all of them, I'm like, oh, hey. And I'll just stand there awkwardly because I don't have any more.
there. You have his quarterstaff in hands, like, hey, perfect. So it is now this guy's turn, and I will reveal his initiative. So right now, Timber, you just see a crimson light appearing next to you, and he will use his spiritual weapon. The strike.
That hits.
And let me just put out the token if I can fucking find it. Nope, that's Wild Shape Timber. Starter Heroes, nope. Okay, I didn't imply the module in this game. I will have to check it out after. But let's go, and I'll just lighten up the square next to you. Over here, the green thing, and does that 15 hit?
Yep.
And it will be a 2 force damage. And he will also use, because that was a bonus action, he will use... You just see the same crimson light manifest into your space, and there's a sacred flame coming out of it. DC 10.
Whoa.
12, so there's this crimson light that just strikes you in the back. And then afterwards, there's the same manifesting in your space, and you're like, whoa! Just
And
burst in front of you.
I'll say out loud to make sure the others hear me out. Or don't try and murder me.
It's too late for that. So, we're now to Squish Squash.
Oh, God. I don't see anyone, so I guess I'm gonna hold a firebolt for when I see someone.
Well, you see someone here, I think?
Nope.
Nope? Okay.
No, because he
maybe
moved
I
into
can?
cover, I think.
I can't tell if that's a person or wall.
That's a person. So you have 3/4 covers, but you can still do something.
I could actually. Squishwell's come back. Ow! And reach out his claw and just close it and
Maximilian Grass.
Maximilian's earthly grass. So it doesn't matter about his fucking cover or not.
Good.
It's gonna go.
Cast me a
Here.
spell.
Oh. Not. I put it. It's supposed to be one more over.
Okay, let me move it.
It's a strength DC.
Good. Got it. So strength DC, let me roll for 12, and he's getting stuck, and just like the guy you caught, it doesn't seem to be really worth it, but because he's already badly injured. And the blood just getting out of him, and he's restrained. Do you do anything else
now.
during your turn?
No.
All right.
Wait. Do I have bonus actions? What do I have? What is D&D?
What is D&D? Tell me.
Um.
Tell me what.
Ain't nothing
but a heartache.
Tell me what.
Ain't nothing but a
Nope. All good.
I'm good.
And
So-
number 5.
I never want to hear you say
It was number 5. 5's the one who murdered.
who killed my brother. I totally forgot about that part. So, well, Timber, someone up your butt is going to be going over here and try to strike you with a scimitar. Ooh, with a 21 to hit.
He succeeds.
And strikes with a 6 slashing damage coming up your way. Striking up your back like, don't murder me. And like, the guy in front of you said, it's too late for that. And you just feel this dashing pain in your back of that scimitar coming all over your back. But that was his turn, and we'll follow up with Andrus.
Hello! I am going to, seeing as Timber's in danger, I'm gonna get out of hiding. And 1,
The green square that you can see next to it is the spiritual weapon that has been summoned.
this is fine. 1, 2. I am going to.
Don't forget that the movement in the water was difficult turn. I don't know if you
Oh
moved it.
shit! Yeah, hang on. That was 1, 2. That would have been 4 squares. This is as far as I can. Well, I'll stay over here, and I will use my bonus action to manifest my echo right here.
Can move your token in.
Yep. Boop, doop. No. Okay, well, I lost vision on that. How do I leave?
Oh, let me.
Ah.
Here you go. You just click in the. Just draw a little square next to anything
There
in
we
the
go.
emptiness, and everything would be.
We're all Gucci. Okay. I'm going to attack from my echoes spot.
Let me just give vision to your echo, so you'll be able to
Thank you.
do things. All right. So you are striking from your echo's place.
Yes. So I'll roll. That's
19
a 19
hits?
to hit. That would be 8 bludgeoning damage.
And with this 8 bludgeoning, you splash! And I'm really happy that I've entered this splinter model that you can see blood every time I apply damage to tokens. You just see blood around it.
Oh.
So he's like,
Nice.
Nice.
and he is now
And-
near death.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my Unleash Incarnation to take another attack.
It's for you, because I know it's a certain number of time per day, but I know that you have also an extra attack.
That's true. Jesus.
It's for you. I know Unleash Incarnation is a certain amount of time.
I totally forgot. I'm fucking level 7 and I get an extra attack. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna attack again.
Perfect.
Good job.
16 still hits, and 14. This guy had 1 HP left, so you just whack-a-mole his face. The shadow just splurted him out.
Uh-huh. And I
Would that be your turn?
believe. Hang on. Let me measure things out.
You did bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's
No,
actually
but
the
my
shadow
echo
can move,
gets
right?
movement. Yeah, exactly. So, because it can move 30 feet if it moves up to.
The other guy next to
Let's
Timber?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Because it can't.
Let me
Yeah,
just-
I'll move it to here. Here we go. That way it's still within 30 feet of me. And this time I'll use Unleash Incarnation to attack.
Yeah, it was good whenever you take the attack action. So it's once per attack action you can do it. So perfect. Well, we were playing. I said that we were doing it badly before. No problem. Because we were doing it after every attack.
Yeah.
And for a 9, this guy that was already badly injured, just got now by the maximum grasp, and you had advantage on this guy because he was maximum grasp and restraint. Is now a puddle
Just to see
of
if I crit, you know.
a puddle of flesh inside the Maximilian hearthy grasp, and it just falling.
Sorry. I mean, we only want to knock them out, but are you okay, Timber?
Yes, thank you. These guys are running.
And we
Okay.
will follow up with Mother Bowen.
Yes, so I'm gonna get out of the water. Like this. 1,
2.
4, 5.
Getting through an allied square is also a difficult turn.
Going through.
I don't know if you remember the chase in some caverns at the beginning of the Mavericks, where you were
God.
doing with the direwolf thing. Every time you're going through an allied square, it's a difficult turn. But at least you
Okay.
don't have a large direwolf in your square.
Okay. But I'm gonna engage with the dash action anyway. So
Perfect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's too far for me to do anything about it because my friend just killed everything. So that's gonna be my action for now.
All right. I just sit up because you have a high passive perception in Timber also. This place is way deeper water than just walking through it.
Yeah, I figure like it looked like their whirlpool or something like that.
Well, it's not a whirlpool. It's just you don't see the bottom of it.
Deeper water.
Fair warning. Don't go in the water, guys.
We'll follow up with Rix the Magnificent.
Okay.
Timber, you're up
well, now-
next.
1, 2, 3.
Don't forget that the water is difficult.
Yeah, so is my buddy over here.
Yep.
But that's still gonna be 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, at this point, we gotta soften some people up, so I can see him. So I'm gonna go ahead and use an Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blaze.
Gloria, correct.
You have 3/4 cover, so you have +5 to his AC, but +5 is not enough for this little 4 force damage. But you have a second ray, as I remember.
Yep, which I'm going to.
Let me
send
do my
either-
concentration check to keep my. No, it's not even concentration, as we looked a bit earlier, Timber and me, for spiritual weapon. Good.
Okay, well, second Eldritch Blast. That one's not hitting.
For a 10, nope. This is not hitting. So was that your turn, my lord?
I can't hide behind anything right now, so yes, that's gonna be it.
Perfect. So as I said, Timber, it was the ready, but the cult fanatic that is in behind is actually moving.
Oh.
2, 3, 4, That would be his turn. Timber.
Once Brix comes closer, I'll look quickly at everyone and say, "The weird water thingy is behind the grate over there," and point in that direction. I don't know if this is double because it's like half.
No, it would be good.
Okay, 5, 10, 15. I will, with my staff as a bonus action, and activate the snakes.
Ooh, you activate the snakes of the Staff of Hatter.
Smack this little dude's face with some snakes.
21 hits, bro.
Yeah, I mean, with the D4 here. 24. 2 piercing damage, and he needs to do a Constitution save.
Constitution save 12, he failed, so 2 pierce.
16.
It's not 2 because you are having 21 strength right now.
Oh yeah, that's true. Plus 5. I'll have to fix it.
So,
So 7 and 16.
So 1, 2, 3. Okay, good.
I'm
And
very
16
glad we
poison.
gave this to Timber.
I almost did something worse.
So you
Or I
just
would-
see Timber,
but
puff, slam. You just with all his new muscles coming out, puff, strike the guy, and you just see the head of the snake bite inside of his neck, and the guy just turn white and black, like.
and I go, whoa. Sorry, I didn't.
Well, is it your turn, Timber?
I did 5, 10, 15. So 25 here.
Okay,
I'm trying to go past him, but I don't have enough movement.
perfect. So you got it back in the water, and we will now go to his turn. With like, what the? And he will move. The spiritual weapon doesn't move when he wants on his bonus action. Let me just check it
Yeah,
out.
as part of the
It-
bonus, he can move and
it's
attack.
20
He-
feet.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can move and attack with it.
Okay, so it's gonna move next to Timber because he just strikes him down. And let me just recast it without spending the spell slot. Here, spellbook, spiritual weapon. Don't consume the spell slot. Thank you. With a 21 to hit again. For 5 force damage coming up your way.
Ow.
And he will, seeing that what happening to him, he will cast Inflict Wound on 2nd level. The thing that's
you
funny,
just mad at our game yesterday.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. We had a game yesterday in Icewind Dale, and we're facing cult fanatics,
And that's all they were doing.
They were doing casting Inflict Wound 2nd level the whole night. So, let's see if I hit. Oh shit,
Ow.
for a 19. So a 2nd level Inflict Wound coming up on... Oh, and these are good rolls. 26 necrotic damage. So as the weapon, the Crimson Bolt just strike you in the back, you're just like... Ugh! You're getting disrupted and you're looking in your back, and you take that moment to strike you, and you just see this crimson light coming out of his hand, and the crimson is dark and mixing up with you, and you just suffer the wounds, and your chest opens up, and you're like, ah! Crawl under the damage, and you are now near death. We will now go to Squish Squash.
Okay. 5 and 15, 20. Let me check something real quick.
Andros, you're on deck.
So Maximilian, I can only move or attack with it as an action, right? I can't move then grab someone.
With the Maximilian? Let me check it out. As an action, you can cause a hand to crush, and as an action, you can cause a hand to reach for a different creature. And move to a different creature, hand release. With your action, you actually doing the spell on someone else.
Okay, so I can move it to someone else and grab.
Reach for a different creature. Does it see how much it's moved, or are you just going there? It has to
can
be
move
within
up
your
to
spell movement. It would have
30 feet. I think it's
Oh,
because
okay.
it's an. I think.
So are you at 30 feet? You're at 35 feet of that guy.
I have one more thing of movements I can do.
You could jump into the water. It won't cost you the
Yeah.
extra movement, but you
I
would be in the water
going
there.
here.
Good.
That would, and then the hand, wherever it is.
You can
would
click
get-
on your spell and click on remove the consume spell slot.
I think it's bam.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a
Yes.
nice damage.
That's some nice damage. Let's see if the strength saving throw. Succeed, and he succeeds for 17.
Okay,
But he
takes
suffered half
damage.
of the 11 and is not restrained. But with Timber brought him really low, he is now near death. But he's the hand is right next to him. Is like, oh,
And you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to spend my last sorcery point to cast another cantrip.
You cooking it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I'm going to cast Firebolt.
All right.
Once it loads. Please, I don't want to wait. I just have a white screen. Okay.
Seven sadly doesn't hit. It's a natural 1. So you
I rolled so many natural ones.
and you actually you don't, the hand is right in front of you and you don't want to dispel your own spell, so you just flicker the bolt up and it's the ceiling. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to Andrus. Mother Bowen, you're on deck.
Okay, so is this stuff an obstacle?
The
This-
blue thing?
Yeah, the blue squares, yeah.
I think that the
That's my
Maximilian is
hand.
sticking up the square.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
it's holding
It takes
the
5.
square next to it.
Could my echo move on top and then fucking bonk this guy?
Yeah, you could be 5 feet above and
Yeah, my echo's just gonna move.
Just walks up the
Yeah,
claw.
climb up the claw and then just silently jump down
guacamole,
and-
the face of this
Yeah.
cultist fanatic.
So 16 to hit.
16 hits with 14 bludgeoning.
I
God.
won't roll on the bless then.
Two-handed weapon people is
Yeah.
insane. So you just after the bite, you just like in the just unleash the crimson bolt upon our friend Timber, and you're and you strike him down. So you still
Well,
have
that
your
worked.
own movement as Andrus.
Yeah, are you okay, Timber? And I'll start running up to him.
I'll remove the spiritual weapon because he's now dead.
Yes, thank you. So okay, I'll jump down and well, okay, hang on.
Keep
One.
going. There's one in front.
2. Is jumping down into water considered difficult terrain or?
Entering
When you
terrain, yes.
enter,
Mm-hmm.
afterward, it costs a double.
When you
Entering
You're-
double, leaving normal.
Okay, so that's 3. Yeah,
5,
that's pretty much
and
just-
getting out, you would be on the dead body. I would allow you to be on the dead body of the
Okay,
guy.
I'm gonna stand on the dead body, I guess.
Good. I'll remove the dead body. I see dead people. So we are going to Mother Bowen.
All right. So.
Oh, can I use my sorry, Mother Bone? Can I just use my bonus action to switch places with my echo?
Oh, for sure.
Let's see if I can see anything. Well, probably not, but there.
Good.
He's around that corner.
Yeah, if Andy was taking the spot, though, as Andy kind of starts appearing in the spot, the claw would just softly kind of go back down to the ground.
So you
Instead
remove
of just dropping
concentration?
Yeah, I'll drop concentration on it because by the time we get caught up, it's going to be gone.
All right. So, all right. We are going to Mother Bowen.
2, 3. 4. I'm going to use the last of my action to get close to Timber and cure wound him.
She's such a sweet, sweet Minotaur.
Yes.
That's not
Yes.
2 words that goes in the same sentence usually, but
Can't have him dying again.
Hey.
Yeah, there you go.
11 healing because cleric of life shit thing.
No, it's fine, I guess. Alright, go on. I'll follow you and patch you up.
Thank you.
All right, so here it is, and we will follow up with our bricks of magnificent. Oh, go back to bricks.
Okay. Okay. Well, at this point, I'm going to take a. I have some rules. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okie dokie. But I can't see any more enemies.
You said 5?
Yep.
Okay. If you take the dash action, you would actually have the running start, and you could jump over the water. So you would not have the difficult terrain.
Yeah, but he's got tiny legs.
Yeah, look who's talking.
I got more strength than you, though.
Yeah. I have dexterity. It's fine. You know what?
Same.
Do you allow me to take the dash action in that case?
Well, it's you if you decide to take the dash action. I'm just saying that if you take the dash action, you wouldn't need to do acrobatic or athletic, because if you have a running start, you can jump on the other side.
No, you know what? I'll try and just jump. At worst, I'll end up in the water.
So you'll catch up on Andrus, and you'll be able to move up a year 4. So it means that with your 6, it would be there. You would be moving up here, but well, it's the shadow. You could go. There's no difficult terrain on the shadow. So I think there's
basically-
still 4 movement that you can do.
Yeah, probably, but there's a lot of people happening here. So I'm actually just going to stick here and see what happens.
All right. So let's move out to the other guy. You hear in the other room something that's like what Timber. It's like not traumatized you, but you still like technically you died as a spider. So you hear another on the other side, but you don't hear any moan or any suffering that is coming from anybody, and you hear a that seems to be someone who's like jumping, and that's pretty much what you hear on the other side. So Timber, it is actually your turn. Squish Squash, you're on deck.
With heavy breathing, 10, 15, I'll put my hand on the wall and rest a bit and cast Cure Wound at 3rd level. Oh, that's good actually.
Good.
Now that I'm better, I'll keep going. 15, 20, 25,
3rd level.
30.
God.
Right in front, guys, right there. And that's my turn.
All right. So we will now go with Squish Squash. Andrus, you're on deck.
You're muted. Oh.
Dum, dum, dum.
I guess that's all I can do since
Oh, on the other side. Okay.
someone decided not to keep moving.
The 2 small people are arguing.
Again.
So we'll follow up then with Andrus. Motherborn, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna follow Timber's directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My echo disappears.
As you run past, I say, don't go into the water.
Oh, okay. And as a bonus action, I will manifest my echo once more.
All right.
Hang on, I can manifest it. I keep forgetting within 15 feet of myself. So, 1, 2, over there.
All right.
Is that it?
I have a hard time with my own foundry. So okay, no, it appeared. Cool.
Okay, and
But,
let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna move it over here. God damn it. There we go.
Cool.
And that's my turn.
It went back to the same
Uh,
place he was.
Huh?
The echo, it moved back at the same place he was?
No, it just moved 15 feet forward.
Oh, okay, my bad.
And can I hold an action to
Yep.
attack with my
Yep.
echo if
For sure.
Someone gets within range?
Gonna be guacamole by the
Yeah,
thing.
again.
Perfect. So, with Mother Bowen, it's now your turn.
Walking on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
Do we see anything yet? Not really. So she'll dash action then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh! There's someone there. And 6.
And you see like a shadowy Andres just turn and wave at you and then resume.
I
this
was actually
gigantic-
tell you there's someone up ahead and it's not Hendress, he goes.
Perfect. So we're now going back with Bricks at the top of the round. 4 round for the Bless, by the way.
No, Blessed is not up anymore.
Oh, you
It's,
missed up concentration? Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen the roll. Thank you.
Fair.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I think it's time to do something stupid.
You move 7. Do you have 35 foot movement of there? You have
Yes, I do.
35, you little fucker.
Yeah, I have a feat for that.
All right. Fine.
You can go check
Fine.
my list while I check my range.
No problem.
Where's the ruler? Oh, it'll reach. I might incinerate the shadow, but it'll reach. Yeah, it's a shadow. I'm sure. Sure, I'll be forgiven. So that buddy boy all the way over there that I can see.
Yes, you can see.
Yeah, that's good because I cast fireball.
Shit. Okay.
Did you stutter? You meant firebolt.
No. I don't have firebolt. I said fireball. I
So-
also didn't ask how large the room was. I said I cast fireball.
All right. So click on the spell and put the radius and see if what you hit.
Yeah, what's
Because
the
once you
point
cast the spell, there's a
against-
template appearing.
Yep.
So goodbye, Handra's Shadow.
Yeah, as I said, I was like, is that Andrus? No, it's a shadow. I was like, you'll forgive me. Probably.
So, okay, let's see if I save. Natural
Oh my
20!
God. What the fuck?
So, he was ready. And he's like, looking at you all, and you just see what does it look like when you cast Fireball?
It's like a spirit bomb. Lifts his hand over his head and a big ass ball and just hit.
So Andrew's shadow just disappeared. And he suffered 13 fire damage.
I also narrowly missed Mother Bowen, but that's fine. I definitely planned for that.
All right. So it is now his turn. Let me remove the template of that fucking fireball. Thank you. Oh, shit. And he will, well, it's not the right person to cast it, but he will still do it. Old person on Mother Bowen. So please give me a wisdom saving throw, Miss Cleric. Oh, almost. Shit.
Such a low roll, man.
It's such a low roll. I almost failed, but you still save. So you just see this crimson energy that you've seen earlier casting him that is going to wrap all around you. And from a second, for a second, you just see your holy symbol of the Everlight and disperse the magic all around you. And the crimson energy shreds. But he will be running.
Run.
One thing, since you are the one in front, Mother Bowen, with your passive perception, you see that he is having something in his hand. And you've seen him throw it into the water.
Like in the big whirlpool behind us? The big
Nope,
whirlpool.
it wasn't a whirlpool. It was just only deep water.
Yeah, that part. Okay.
But you hear something, a sloops, that is actually falling into the water.
Okay. If is there any of you still back, get away from the water. He threw something in there.
Yes, that's what I've been saying. Don't go in the water.
And as soon as you hear the whatever, I can't make the sound right now because my beard is too thick. But when you hear the of the thing going in the water, and you hear a loud, and that's it for whatever he was doing. So we're now going back into the initiative of here. It doesn't want to work. Where is the combat tracker? Thank you. All right, we are now with Timber. Squish Squash, you're up next.
I'll move 30 feet. And it hit me around here, right?
Yes. When you were right next to the water.
I'll go for my luck with a dash here.
It's all good. The thing is, you don't see anything in the water.
Yeah, I'll just pay attention and watch anything going on in the water.
Perfect. So we're following up with Squish Squash. Andrus, you're on deck.
5, 10, 25.
Nope, let's go back where Squish
30.
is.
Hello. Fuck it. I'm tired of being behind everyone. I guess I'll dash.
Perfect. Squish like run past Andrus.
I think that's all of it. There we go.
All right. And you will... It will be Squish Squash's turn. Andrus, it's your turn. Mother Bowen, you're on deck.
Okay. Well, my echo's no longer there.
Nope.
Can't I
It's
delete it? Yeah. I'm gonna...
I
go on
deleted it.
extra. Thank you. Okay, I can move up to here. Yeah, just kind of like starts Captain America sprinting.
You can see by the way that I dead stopped there. I didn't just like, casually. Like I went, whoa.
I'm going to use my bonus action to dash right up to the edge.
Your
of the
bonus action to
water.
dash?
My action, I mean. I know, sorry.
I was like, are you a rogue?
Yes. And then I will I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna manifest my echo right here.
All right.
Like right atop the water there. That would be my turn. So that was my movement, my action, my bonus action.
All right. So we will now go with Mother Bowen.
All right, so first of all, she'll just like extinguish the little fire she had in her toupee because of bricks. And then she'll run after that guy.
All right.
Come on, why doesn't it move anymore? 1, 2. You can do it. Come on. 3, 4. And as I get close to him, I can use my bonus action as
A minotaur to horn him in the back.
Oh
yeah.
Into the water.
Goring rushes. So horn it is. Ugh.
Moop, moop. Horns. Da, 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 da. Let me check his AC. You hit with a 13. So you doing him a 5 damage. And he's now badly injured. But we now start a new turn. And you are the one who made the most noise by attacking. So, from the water, you don't even see, you just see the water lifting him to the air and striking at you, Mother Bowen.
Fair.
It will be with advantage because it is invisible, so it's a 21 to hit.
Yes.
All right. So you suffer 15 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And you are being dragged into the water. Right over here. And right now you're prone, so you and you're it is a long time before you drown. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
I will tell you the exact time, but every time you'll get hit or you want to cast a spell, it will remove 1 minute of this of the time that you're drowning. So let me just check the rule for that. So it's 1 plus your constitution bonus in minutes that you can still be underwater without falling unconscious.
Okay, I have +2, so it's 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Okay.
So it would be 30 round if you don't do anything.
Okay. So you just see her like
Mother Bowen was really happy to the guy like, and she just gets and the water whips and drags it into the water. And now Brix, it's now your turn.
Okie dokie. So I probably just heard a blue blue from afar. So pretty much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let me just. Well, keep on doing. I'll be back in 1 minute.
That's okay. I'm calculating my thing. Dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna shout at our glorious himbo. Did something happen to Mother Bowen?
Yeah, she got dragged underwater by something.
All right, I'm back.
My turn's done. I dashed and I shouted at Entrus.
Perfect. So we'll now be at the fanatic. That will be. He was running and he's still running, so the echoes will have an attack of opportunity because he's launching himself.
We'll take that attack of opportunity.
And if it has sentinels, it will stay there. And it hits with a 14. Because your sentinel applied, as we ruled out, right?
I believe so, yeah.
And he will be there, and he will... Andrus.
I can't see. Okay.
Give me a wisdom saving throw because he's casting you command and say, flee!
But is he casting it on me or my echo?
You.
Okay. Wisdom save.
Because he's seen the echo coming out of you to manifest itself. So on your next turn, you will spend your turn to move away.
Less. Never mind.
No, you don't have less.
All right.
So the fastest available means, so technically you would use your movement and your action to dash.
Great.
But his movement is 0, so he's still there. So, Timba.
I will run up to Mother Bowen. I can still see her.
Yes, she's in the water.
I'd like to try and drag her out.
Okay, you will give me a strength check, please.
Check.
It succeed with a 22. What the
Nice.
fuck, 22? How do you have 22?
Wait, no, there's no, there's a bug. Hold on.
It's supposed to be +5, I think.
Yeah, it's
take it.
17.
Okay, so 17 still works. So you just see the water that seems the strength that was pulling you into the water, Mother Bowen, just breaks. So you made her escape check for her. So you can drag her out of the water.
Yeah, if I have remaining movement, I'll.
Yeah, right there.
They say a mother should not have favorites, but
Bonus action, I will pick my nose.
Okay, you're picking your nose.
Are you okay,
Roll me a
Mother
d4
Bowen?
if it's a good chunk. No. So Squish
turn.
Squash, your turn. Andrus, you're up next. Right now that you've pulled it out and the water moved up, you will see this creature that is pulled out also of the water. That is
Oh,
a water weird.
okay. Well, Squish is going to be like, well, if we're using Fireball, and it's just going to very nonchalantly flick out a tiny little ball of flame. And I will cast the spell
They say tiny people like to compensate.
here
Poor Echo.
for 32 fire damage. So maybe you should pay attention to how you do fireballs.
So the water weird saves, and the cultist saves also, but I don't think the cultist, even with half damage, will survive this.
Well,
The echo
definitely not.
dissipates.
Yes.
So you just hear the of the guy suffering, and he suffers how much? Oh, he has resistance to fire, so he will suffer quarter of it.
Oh, the water?
8.
Yeah.
The water weird, yeah. So if you just see the water just moves a little.
Hey, free sauna, right? There must be steam now.
Look, I wasn't targeting
Yes,
that
there's
thing.
steam all over the place.
My goal was to murder a cultist.
So, right now, we will now go back up with Andrus.
So the cult is dead, so his command is...
Not in action. No, I think. Let me just check.
How does that work?
Because you can't flee from somebody who's dead.
But it's not. It's
Well, I
not
can
from.
just-
It's not from
yeah,
him.
it's
It's
flee
just
in
flee from this
general.
situation,
Yeah.
and there's still
no
danger in front.
concentration. It
Yeah.
takes effect on your turn. So
Yeah. So if you do,
Okay.
You must spend your turn moving away from where he was.
Oh.
One thing I would allow, though, since he's dead, you would have to move your movement, but instead of dashing as your action, you can take the dodge action. So you would be in place and be ready to strike, instead of just running the whole way down.
Okay, so I'll have to move 30 feet regardless.
Yes, indeed.
And for Flare, that little bridge is on fire.
Because yes, it's flammable object.
2,
Yeah.
3. Whoa. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm like, oh,
Are we
why am I
retreating?
running? I
Are we
don't
retreating?
know. And then I'll just kind of like spin around and yeah, I'll take the dodge action.
All right. So you did your action, and we're going now with Mother Bowen. That just like you're still prone though. He didn't put you back up, but he dragged you out of the water, so it would take half your movement to go back up.
Well, I'll take half my movement to get back up. And a question: can we walk on those things? Can I ping it, please? Those things. Can we walk on them or not?
You would need an athletic or acrobatic check, but it would not remove. It would not take less of your movement.
Okay.
Am I clear?
Yeah. It
It is a simple check, but it's just to see if you're falling into the water or not.
Yeah, but it doesn't connect to the other side. So I'll just take the long way then. 3, 4.
Yeah,
5.
because this side with the dead body, you would not be able to have your running start to jump over.
And remember, the bridge over there is on fire.
Yes.
The long way around.
The bridge over there with the fireball?
Yeah.
Oh my god, so how are we supposed to go further then?
Kill the water.
Well, at least I'm gonna start moving towards it, and we'll see when we get there. 1, 2, 3,
That's a good point.
4, 5, 6. See, I'm not even to the bridge yet, so.
All right.
And that will be my movement and my action and my turn.
So, being now the water weird turn. Remove movement, remove combatant, or remove the one that is useless. It's going to submerge itself into the water. But it's still having a reach. So, it will become invisible as soon as it's getting in the water. But it's going to grab Mother Bowen and attack with advantage. For a 19 to hit.
Shit, yeah.
For, a 17 bludgeoning damage coming up your way. Again, water crush your bones. You fall down and you're getting dragged into the water again. But you catch your breath, so you getting into the water again.
Okay.
But you're getting into the middle now.
Gosh.
And right now, we're now back at Bricks.
Alrighty, so another 1, 2, 3.
You can see where it is. I will reveal it. You can see where it is, but it's still invisible. So it's attacking with disadvantage on it. And attacking with fire, when you are attacking someone in the water, it's already resistance, and if the creature is resistant, it will be now immune to fire damage. For rule purposes, and not doing anything angry with any players.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast. I gotta size him up.
Okay. So, just give me a second.
Prior to Eldritch Blasting, I will give Fred a second.
No.
Okay. How's everyone doing tonight?
Well, ask me again in 10 minutes.
Deal. All right.
You think this area counts as a container for the store water?
Maybe.
I don't think it's a container.
Maybe.
Alright, I'm back.
All right, then I shall proceed with my Eldritch Blast.
Cool.
Both of them on the creature. With disadvantage.
23 or 18.
18.
18 hits.
For 4 force. My Eldritch Blast is
4
doing
force
shit
getting
damage,
in.
I gotta say.
But you
And
have
the
a second
second one.
class with
Yep,
disadvantage
18
also.
or 16.
16 hits.
For 12. There you go. That's some proper force damage.
Yeah, the first one just fiddles into the water and you see the water move. And then again, your second one, and then you see the splurt of water up in the air.
Well. I think I made it mad.
And that's my turn.
All right. So we will now follow up with Timber.
I'll pull the heavy guns. I mean, Mother Bowen is a great person. I don't want her to die.
And she's injured.
Is it still invisible? Can I target it with a spell?
You
or...
can target it. Like I said, you can see it, but you will if it's an attack, a spell attack, it will be a disadvantage.
I will cast Elemental Bane on it.
Oh shit!
I don't know why there's lots of damage. There's no damage.
Choose
it's
one
just a con
creature
save.
and choose one
Con
type
save.
of following damage. Okay. What the fuck is that spell?
Just do the con save. I'll explain.
Okay. Con save.
It's my nuclear option because we're all doing fire damage. Great. He
6
loses resistance to fire damage, and each turn, not round. Each turn it takes fire damage. It takes 2 extra d6.
Damn.
And there's no resave. It's until I stop concentrating.
Oh shit.
And I turn behind me to Squish Squash and I say, "Light him up!"
Well, I was gonna use ice, but okay.
So you see this water form inside the water, and you see that it's becoming more tangible. It's getting more thickened, like the water would be tainted or anything. So you can, not that you're seeing more, but you see that is more flammable of what's inside of it.
Because a bit more whaley.
Yeah.
And I'll move here. And that's my turn.
Light
So
him
we're
up.
Still at disadvantage with it, though?
Yes, it is still an invisible creature since it's submerged inside the water. So it is now resistant to fire, but it's not immune to fire anymore. So we'll
Oh.
now follow up
Oh,
with...
it was immune?
It was
Yeah.
immune, yes.
Oh.
Because
then
because
I
he was inside the water.
misunderstood.
Like
Doesn't work.
he is resistant. But he is basically
okay.
resistance. If it's coming out of the water again, it will be only resistant. But if it's in the water,
Okay.
it's giving resistance, stacking up with resistance, so it'll be
Okay.
immune to fire damage. My gelatinous cube just moved out. Here he goes. It's moving out. Okay. So, Squish, back to you.
5, 10. I'll go here
Yes.
and be like, well, one thing I know, water doesn't like cold too much. And so she's gonna kind of just aim, like place his claw down on the water and aim towards it. And I am going to use Rhymes Binding Ice
Ooh.
at 3rd level.
All right.
I don't know why it won't let me place it in a proper direction, but it's placing down to hit it.
All right. So, no problem. So, you're hitting it, and not Mother Bowen, I guess?
Yes.
Constitution save. For a 16, he saves. So, on a succeeded check, he takes half damage, and he is not injured by ice.
Yeah.
So, he takes still 10.
I was hoping because he's in water and everything around him is going to freeze, it would give him disadvantage.
Well,
I was hopeful.
You're forcing it. You will making everything around him difficult terrain for him, even if it's on water.
And
water.
then, because of it, would it make the water? Would I be able to run across the ice? that I formed?
if you do it that way,
Yes.
I will leave the template so you can see the ice bridge right over there.
Which will put me to here on the ice,
Perfect.
and I'll stay there and just be like, well, I tried.
So you're in, so there's no problem right now. But if you're moving on the bridge, I will ask you for acrobatic check if you fall into the water or not.
Okay.
If you move more than half your movement, so if you move 3 steps, everything's fine.
Oh, I'm planning to get onto solid ground after.
Cool. So afterwards, we're going with Andrus.
Andrus kind of like just shakes his head. He's like, "Why was I even running? The heck?" And I'll run back. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I see...
You just see the horns of Mother Bowens above the water, but you see that she's like getting inside.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Can I manifest my echo above water here?
Yes, you can.
Cool. Right there. And can my echo try and grab Mother Bowen?
Does your echo have the same strength as you? Yes.
Yeah, it has all of the same stats as I do.
Okay, you just have 1 HP.
Yeah. Let me check just to be sure.
Okay. You would be able to...
It doesn't specify, but it does say that if it has to make a saving throw, it uses your saving throw bonus for the roll.
It would be your strength check.
Oh yeah, no, but I meant that's all they specify. It doesn't specify whether it shares my stats or not.
Okay, so for saving throw it applies, but not. So for ability checks,
yeah, we don't know.
We'll check it up after. So just give me a strength check.
Okay. Oh, though, Can I technically use my echo to do anything other than attack?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
it's just that you can split your attack with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
True then.
Sorry, Mother Bowen.
You can still guacamole this shit.
Yeah, I'm still gonna guacamole this thing. So.
All right.
I'm looking for my things to roll. Okay.
So 12, and it's a disadvantage, but 12 does not hit.
Okay.
So you strike once.
Oh, that sucks. Okay. Second attack.
Yes. At disadvantage.
Right. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah,
13. 13 just hits.
Oh, yeah.
So for 13 bludgeoning damage, but you see that since this thing is made of water, it doesn't have the same impact that you were wishing for.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I'm going to use... Why not? I'll use Unleash Incarnation and deal another attack to it.
All right, do so.
Oh, I guess I also put the fire out.
Oh,
God damn.
And yes, you put the fire out on this section of the bridge, but this one's still... But the ice part won't catch fire. All right. So, 10 does not hit, so its thing is still badly injured, but not dead. So, was that your turn, Andrus?
Yeah, that was everything I could do.
All right.
I mean, I could action surge.
Your wish.
I'll action surge. Fuck it.
You haven't seen Aloysia yet.
Turn.
Just saying.
That's true.
But Mother Bowen's dying.
Yeah, but I can't fucking do anything about it right now. Okay. No, I'll wait.
All right. So it's the Water Weird's turn. No, sorry. It's Mother Bowen. Mother Bowen, you are restrained while you're old by this creature.
Okay, while restrained, can I cast?
You are able to cast. The thing is that it will remove 1 minute for you for drowning.
Okay,
the rule for drowning, like I said, 1 minute's down.
Yeah.
If you comes to 0, you fall to 0 hit point.
Okay. So better make it count.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll cast once. And I'll cast Spirit Gardens.
Spirit Garden? Okay.
Yes. So as she's restrained, she'll pray on her goddess to save her ass.
My dear moonlight, please save my ass.
Something like that.
Not save my ass, but.
Well, I don't know at this point.
So, 13 wisdom save. It fails, so it takes full radiant damage, I guess. So, 17. This thing is near death in the red, people. So, you just see the still holding you.
And you can
But it's
see
not dead.
the gleaming light underwater around Mother Bowen.
Shinkarius, thank you for the follow. We're now following up with the water weird that is holding our Mother Bowen. With the constrict, she will attack Mother Bowen because it's the only creature that is able to attack because you are bounded to her. It will attack with advantage. And it's going to be going back into the water. And if the attack can appear, thank you. 13 for 18, or with 23. So the damage would be 11 bludgeoning this time.
Cool.
But it is not. It is still in the range. It didn't move. It just went back into the water.
Wouldn't Andy get the sentinel attack? Because it attacks.
No. Like I mean, it just it was already in the water. It just like some parts of it was at the bottom, but it just moved back. But Andy still can reach.
Yeah,
he is still within reach.
Sentinel also allows you to use your reaction.
That's
to
He
hit
didn't move
somebody.
out of reach. He went 5 feet.
No.
Under.
That attacks
It doesn't matter.
someone. That
It
attacks
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 somebody
someone
that
else,
was not
yeah.
Andy
Oh,
within the
trigger.
reach.
That's
of
Yeah,
Andy.
the other
true.
traits
She's
that we're
within
done
5
using.
feet of
Yes, you could
Yes.
actually trigger that. Yep.
I'm just saying. I
Yeah.
love being a sentinel hoe, so might as well use it.
Would that effect work with my
I mean, if your
echo
sentinel
though?
effect worked with your
Yeah.
echo,
Okay.
With your what?
the echo.
The echo, we said that it was working. Like the thing that you sent me
okay.
from the Reddit, everything of Sentinel was working with it.
Yeah, but
But it uses your reaction to do so.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll attack it. Well.
To crit. So,
But don't I roll
Yeah.
at disadvantage though?
true, because it is invisible.
Ah,
Yeah.
16 hits though. So
Okay. So it's 9 because you don't
Where-
count that 5 of crit.
no, but if I can fucking find. So, how do you want to do this with this water weird?
Okay, well, as it kind of like starts moving downwards, Andy's gonna like the echo's gonna move up a bit, and Andy's gonna swap places with it and just take a plunging dive with his maul towards it.
Perfect. So,
And a great big splash of water.
since it's already 10:30, do you all because what you hear on the other side, you hear a like something would be lifting, like one what you can see on the right, and the grill, the not the grill, but the fence, the metal fence that was hitting. That's something on the other side would be actually moving. So, would you all move to the other side, to this room? If there's a no, I will do it something else. But if you all run up, I will just start the next game in the next step of combat with a new initiative.
wait,
Well-
we'd go back to where we were.
No. This way. Let me just this way.
Yeah, ping it for us. That's
Oh.
where
From where you are going right now, you hear this noise of like something, and you hear in the far distance Timber and Mother Bowen. As soon as you're getting out of the water, you hear, "Faster, you piece of shit!" We need to get out of here.
I guess we would run.
Okay.
They're
So
running
as you're
away.
all going,
Mostly make sure Mother Bowen's okay first.
well,
I'm running.
you're right next to her, and you
Yeah,
you see that
yeah.
she's bleeding. She's been constricted
Uh,
by this attack, and as you are moving towards the other place, I'll just move all the tokens, but we will start the combat at the next game.
Do we have a few minutes of running there, or is it like
No, it's it's like 2 rounds,
okay?
and you can use all
Oh.
the bridge of.
You moved my echo, so I'll just
Oh.
replace him. Yeah, my echo is just gonna.
It's okay. I'm moving
disappear,
everyone
So
here, so everybody is right here, and you see Eloisia being this one at the other end. No, this one is actually turning the thing, and Eloisia is the one standing here, here, and here. There is like crimson robes again. That you see the elf and you see the pendant, the jewel of the 3 prayers at her neck. She's wearing it, and she want to go through the gates right over here. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
I just go like.
The gate is actually a quarter open, and this guy is pulling it up. I will remember it at the beginning of next game.
I can't actually see him, but sure,
Oh.
I'll assume.
Oh,
there's a cat
he's-
there.
yeah. There's a guy here. So,
All I see is a cat, Tabaxi.
oh. So, for tonight, this will be all, peeps. So, thank you for tuning in. And we'll do our quick little round table. So, Timber, how did you like to suffer these inflict wounds that you inflicted yesterday?
It's fine. I'm the tank of the team, right? Like that's my role, right? The druid. I became bigger to get more hit. It's fine. It's all part of the plan. I got your back, guys, because I have a bigger back.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
With those pipes now?
Great game, great game. Thank you. I can't wait to fuck her up. I mean,
Good. Let's follow up with our Andrus.
Again, super great game, super fun. Love the party banter as always. And our party is morally ambiguous shenanigans with the that one messenger. It's great. It's like we're towing that line between, murdering people and giving them pastries, I guess.
Exactly.
Sorry.
And the
Yeah,
water
always-
is all
always-
over Mary's desk. No.
I mean, it's fitting since she almost drowned. So
I was doing fine, should you know. I was about to kill that thing myself.
So, by the way,
Uh-huh.
Mother Bowen, you can just remove 2 rounds, but your Spirit Guardian will still be up for next game.
Okay.
If you want to note it.
Yeah.
And following up with Bricks.
That's a fireball. I'm in a good mood. I've been staring at that thing on my spell list going like, there will be a time I will cast fireball. Then I saw one guy and I'm like, is it overkill? Probably. Cast fireball. It's fine. One thing I probably should have done is but anyways, there'll be plenty of that.
we
for
all
us.
heard it, even if you didn't say it.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
you
'Cause it was
said
implied.
you cast a spell, we heard that.
But
It's
yeah,
beautiful
no,
laugh.
this was a fun little fight, and Aloysia's there. I cannot wait. There's gonna be another fireball. It's gonna happen.
Oh, it's true. You
Or
have
something
2 spell
worse.
slots as can.
I have at least one more spell slot. I kept it.
All right. So we'll follow up with Mother Bowen.
Yes. Oh my god, it was fun. The thrill of drawing, I guess. Well, no, it was
Twice.
interesting. As the as the healer to be the one in survival mode. So yeah, but always good to see how much love you have for her. To try to save her. It was nice to see that you care, guys.
They are evil gremlins that been fed after midnight, but they're still liking you.
Yeah, I know. I
Pretty much it, yeah.
Yeah, lots of it. I like the part with the questions with the guy too. Always nice, to be the good cop with all those bad cops. And and yeah, while we were playing, I looked. Maybe I looked a bit doing something else. It was because I was finishing the
Oh
little squish
my
squash
god.
illustration you saw earlier. So it's getting
Oh, it's
better
so
than it was.
cute.
That's so cute.
Yeah. So it was fun.
So let's end up with our Xan playing Squish Squash that you can see on Facebook. Marilyn just made art, a Christmas one.
It's so cute.
That is for the Horde. Not
That is so
the
cute.
World of Warcraft one, but for his Horde as a dragon.
To be fair, I also play on the side of the Horde, so it works.
Okay, fine.
But it's fun. It was lots of fun. It was great to have some combat. I like, that everyone's always able to bring different things to different situations. So we get a plethora of options instead of just murder or salvation.
True.
It's all about balance.
Pastries.
Pastries.
That's it.
Best option. Pastries.
That would count as salvation?
It depends on
They
your
can
allergies.
yeah, exactly. They can also be considered kind of murder. So it's the perfect balance. It's between the two.
All right. So here, Twitch. Let's see who we can rate tonight. But thank you all for coming tonight. Probably the last game of 2022. I'll think about that one shot maybe in between Christmas. But I have to reach to these special someones for that. So who can we rate tonight? Let me just check this out.
Who will we rate tonight?
Oh,
Who
there's
will we rate
a
tonight?
French
Who will we rate
campaign that I'm seeing. It is Voix et Légendes that are made by actually like professional actors in Quebec. So let's give them some love. And here it is.
Well, if you're in need of a D&D fix, the oddities are going to be live on Monday.
It's true that you're not going on Sunday, but
Yeah.
next Monday.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So you can see the oddities. Well, let me just check up. And thank you, Luchadores. Thank you for showing up. Sorry if I messed up, but in combat, I try to be more focused on what I have to do.
Combat's a
So
lot.
if you can
as a
see,
DM,
there's the
so-
oddities in there. There's the Cravate and Pour une poignée de pièces d'or and Zealand that you can see on Wednesdays when you don't like to see D&D in French. You can watch him stream video games.
Do stupid things.
Yes.
It's just what I
We
always
love
do.
the stupid things.
Exactly. So, without further notice, we'll go see Voice and Legend, Voix et Légende in French.
Yeah.
So, see you people, and remember, may your fumbles become epic stories. And as the oddity
Happy
says,
holidays.
Eat your condoms.
We'll go with that.
We'll go with that.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Joy days.
Oh, the
They're
channel
offline.
you are rating is offline.